gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by Patrick Price, aka Aches. We got Christopher Duarte, aka Parasite. We got the one and only Ben J. Nassim, and then of course we got two special guests. We got an able multi-FPS champion, of course. We got Sam LaRue, Octane superstar for the Los Angeles Thieves, also world champion. What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on? How we doing, man?
You're a role player. I'm a role player.
Sam's role player for LAT, but
hey,
appreciate
1.0 comms, baby.
So what's going on? Why was they hearing an argument about the nub? What were they arguing here,
dude,
Ian?
You don't want to know, bro.
It was Pat being an ableist. You know, we'll squash beef next time I see his little ass. Give him a little lineup.
Yeah, we also squashed beef a few months ago at the X Defiant Showcase, Tom. Okay. And Tom knows about that because we had our absolute way with Ian. We were taunting him, looking across the stage, asking him where he was. He was hush mode. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest. Any retired show match that I've played so far, Pat. I mean, I'm undefeated. 2 for 2. We're undefeated, Pat. We're undefeated. First the compound, now X Defiant.
Pat made the game. He made the game.
So the Pac-Man.
Yeah, it's Pac-Man though.
Okay.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Hey, my bad, John. Damn, son.
He's not here, bro. He's probably golfing or drinking water.
Yeah, Slayer, how's everything going with X Defiant, man? I know you guys closed the beta, doing some maintenance. I heard the beta's been going really well.
Yeah, it's been going good, Tom. We've had some issues, but we shut down for maintenance to hopefully roll out a change. We're down right now for a little bit, but hopefully we can get things back up and running smooth as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, people are saying ZooMaa had a .88. I don't know what they're talking about. All I know is we're victorious. That's all I know.
Yeah, Tom, I see the box score.
You know what I mean?
Like he was getting carried.
Nah. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the stat sheet. It's all good. You know, you didn't watch. It's fine. Chris, how you doing, Chris? You doing all right?
Yeah, doing good. Same as always. Just another grindy weekend for me, and just enjoying X Defiant, enjoying the new season of Ranked. Fuck the cheaters, and of course the CDL.
Of course, and then we got the one and only Mr. Benji. What's going on, Ben? How you doing?
It's been an interesting day. Woke up this morning, watched Tottenham absolutely blow it against Bournemouth. That was interesting.
Bro, Tottenham is terrible. How many times am I gonna tell you, bro?
Their ass, Tom. Their ass.
Bro, no one cares about this sport, bro.
But the next one today, which you love to see. First time I want to game 1 playoff game in as long as I can remember. So
bro, Ben literally watches every sport, bro.
Every sport.
I will tip Ben's sports knowledge. It is A1. Ben's got incredible sports knowledge.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how he does it, but
this is one of my favorite times of the year, Tom, because you got the end of European football. You got the NHL and the NBA playoffs all at the same time.
Yeah, shout out Mitch Marner. That's my guy right there. Shout out Mitch Marner.
Baseball starting up.
All right, well,
the Leafs got to win a playoff series, but yeah.
Don't worry about it. Mitch Marner's the GOAT. That's all I know. Let's hop into the matches, man. We had a long day at COD. We had 4 matches today. We're going to hop right into it. First match of the day, we got the London Royal Ravens going up against the New York Subliners. We start things off on an NBC Hardpoint, Fortress Search, Hotel Control, Hydro Hardpoint, Hotel S&D. Ben, anything on the vetoes, Chris, Pat, anything you guys see, even Sam, Ian? Anything that really caught you on the veto? Or not really here.
Thought it was great vetoes across the board.
I like that, Ian. I like that.
I mean, it's just.
I don't really think there's anything they can do.
I like both vetoes from both teams.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead,
clear
Chris.
map pool discrepancy between the two teams, and I think London's gonna just fight an uphill battle the entire series, no matter
Something caught my eye this
Where's
series,
Pat?
though.
Talk to me.
Even when Chris was talking about Nasty was Mr. Do It All in the last major, and that's why they looked okay. But listen, even when that guy is doing it all, this team is ass.
Nah. Why do you think so, Pat? Why do you think, Pat? Why do you think they're ass? Because I have an idea as to why London can't win maps. I have an idea.
Let me hear it. Yeah, let's hear it.
My take is these guys get kills, bro, and they do absolutely nothing with them. And I also agree. Me and Ian were talking about it a little bit in the watch party, but they need to take more risk, man. They need to. They can't be scared to make. They're too safe. They're way too safe. I mean, bro, you're not gonna win series and win championships by just playing safe and playing just fundamentally correct in all quotes. You have to be a playmaker. You have to make plays. And sometimes it feels like they don't understand the timings on that, when to make a play and when not to make a play.
Yeah, it's a skill issue.
Yeah, it's a skill issue. It might be a skill issue.
It's a skill issue.
No, I don't even think it's a skill issue, bro.
That is a skill issue. That encompasses skill.
Bro, they're just scared.
Skill is not simply just shooting straight or knowing mechanics. It's all encompassing, bro. They're just not that good as individual players.
Bro, it's not like that shit's rocket science, bro.
Compared to other people, bro. What? What?
I don't know, bro. I feel like they have the talent to be.
Their issue is obvious. It's common sense. Like they actually just play scared.
They're not making good decisions.
And they just won't go. Like it's
that's a skill issue, bro.
To Tom's point, they're the team that gets 4 dead and they don't move on the map. They're the team that gets 2 kills and they don't push up and try and force the issue, make the team overchill or try and make up the deficit in kills. It's a lot of people running back, a lot of people holding irons, and you see it sometimes. You wonder why Yuli and Asim are just flying around and their ARs are slow. Like there's not all on the same page on how they want to play.
I didn't like this setup at all either. I mean, London, they chain the first 2 hills of this on this map. They go up like 70 or 80 to nothing, and then they literally don't get any time for the rest of this map. Like New York literally just body them for the rest of this one. Look at the setup here going into the P5. I mean, they're pushing 10. I don't know if I really like Asim pushing the last like 8-10 seconds there. He kind of spawned the guy on old closer.
Wait, and then he didn't even get the time, bro.
He didn't get the time, and then he left the time.
Bro. It's 3 1v1s that they're playing right here on this setup in kitchen.
Yeah, you can see how New York sets up the pinch. Like they go around AC, they go around Platt, they end up pinching the hill, and it's just a clean break. And then after this is where things really just hit the hay because New York just locked down a lot of time here. Just way too separated on the rotation here. Way too. And I don't like the play Asim made right there, like pushing old and then not even getting the time. He spawned them close, and they kind of got bodied on the P5 here. And New York was able to run away with this one. And then as we head into the second rotation, we get into the P2 hardpoint. And this is where Paco, he just lights up. He ends up popping a big 3-piece here. He's all by himself. Kill feed's all white. And then Paco, he does what he does. He's actually going to be the one to make the play to get into this P2 hardpoint. He goes around, and honestly, the first map, this is all New York. Ben, I don't know if you have any more comments about London, but they definitely have been struggling, bro. Like it's bad. It's getting bad.
I don't know what else to say, Tom. I think we made our points about.
No, it's easy. It's easy. Chris, what shirt you got on right now?
Blow it the fuck up.
Oh wait, Tom, your stream is.
Tom, it's all good. Give it about fucking 20 seconds, bro. It's hold. We just gotta hold. We'll be back.
You're back.
We're back. Yeah. We should be straight. We have random spikes, but it'll come back. We're good.
But anyway, yeah, I was just saying, Chris, the shirt you got on. I think London not only need to buy the entire inventory up, but they need to take the advice. This entire franchise needs to blow it up.
Damn, the franchise.
What was it you said the other day, Pat? You want them to sell their spot, right?
Yeah, get rid of it. Get the money back. Get as much money back as possible, and let someone else go to work.
Here's what I think they should do, low key, which is they're owned by KOI now, and I assume KOI is going to.
They're owned by Koi.
Oh shit! Oh, they're trolling right there now, watching ladder. By the way, like look at this. Look at this, bro.
Crazy.
Look at this rotation. Look at London here. They're not even looking at the ladder.
Keep back all the way up. Like,
damn. Watching the ladder, you just
what's the guy in hill doing?
Tom, back up to like the 10 seconds left.
Yeah, I got you. 15 seconds left in the P2. I'll play from here.
Yeah.
What is going on here? I mean, first they get here early. There's one on old. You know you're missing 2 guys. I mean, you have to be watching ladder here, bro. Like somebody has to look at this.
I mean, just what kind of setup was that in general?
I don't know. And then they got pissed on.
Nasty is looking at air, bro. Like,
I mean, they're just dying at just shit times. They're forcing in this like turtle setup and giving them the entire map, even with them on hold. Like they're doing like,
but like say,
of course, but like they got what they have. And
I mean, you just got to get a side here. Like you got to throw a chow somewhere, either whether it be towards PD or towards gas. Like you're literally just waiting to die.
But Sam, like, assume you're Asim in that position. You just watch that happen to your teammates. What's going through your head?
Oh, I'm tilted. Instantaneously tilted.
Is the map chalked? Is the map chalked?
No. The map's never chalked, bro.
Okay.
Map's never chalked.
Never chalked.
For London, it was.
Definitely chalked for London.
P-Dog is 9-20, and they are up by 100 points. Like,
yeah, I had the over on P-Dog.
This team, this London team is just chalked, bro. Like, we're getting to the point of the year where like these guys are not going to be in contention for champs. At this point, they're just like. They're fighting for whatever placements they get at a major, maybe like some random upset placement for prize money. But like, what is there to really talk about?
Get broken again right here
in these series.
I mean, Yui didn't trust his teammates here. Nasty gets a kill. Why did Yui turn? He should have kept holding this. He should have kept holding their haul. Instead, he ends up dying. Boom, and then they get flooded on hill. Another break. No trust in each other. I don't know, man.
I have a question, Ben. Are we at that point where we can say the London Royal Ravens are done? Are you ready to throw in the white flag?
Technically, unless miracles happen.
They would have to like win the event, win all 5, and then win the next event, right? That's like the only way.
30 and 17 from
Paco.
Paco.
Officially eliminated from qualifying for champs, but they're gonna have to basically.
Okay, Ben. What do you need to see? What do you need to see for them to win the white towel?
Bro,
do you need
a fifth man? They need a fifth Raven,
play with
bro.
some fucking pace, bro. They're like snails on the map.
Right, I hear you, but I'm saying
That's
like
step one.
if they go to Columbus and they get last, will you throw in the towel?
Have they started the winner bracket?
Eliminated from champs.
Have they started in the winner bracket all year?
Not
at all?
Sure,
No.
So.
Okay, yeah, it's shocked. Like, bro, like I'm not gonna. They're not gonna get winners bracket anytime soon. Their problems are they're insurmountable at this point.
That's
they're at the point of the year where they're not gonna make changes. The people they want, they probably can't get. This is just they're just waiting.
Really,
they're waiting for the off season.
There's no change. There's no change you're gonna make to turn this team around at this point. Like you're not making a 1 to 2 person change and this team get better like instantly to the point where they make champs or like make a crazy run in a major. Like this is a systematic like blow the entire like I hate saying it. But, like literally like you need to completely build from the ground up a new system of how to play COD.
Before we go nuclear, I got a question
in here.
Find the best European team at the end of the season and good luck.
What's your question, Pat?
So we just saw in the NBA, there was a general manager of one team who absolutely turned the team around at the trade deadline. Right? There's a general manager, goes by the name Rob Pelinka. Y'all should know who this is.
Lakers haven't won anything yet.
What if?
What are you talking about?
Wait, you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
He's tripping, bro.
What if London hire a GM? Pay him $3 million over 3 years.
Genie, you're gonna hire like a Genie Plus. Is this what I'm hearing right
bro,
now?
you're not hearing. You're not listening.
Bill Jackson.
This is you.
If the London Royal Ravens signed a GM, paid him $3 million over 3 years.
You gotta get the Lord on the line.
And then let him turn the team around at the trade deadline.
I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this battle beaver. Look at this battle beaver. Look at this color. This is you.
What is that?
It's a purple, gold, and white. It's literally Laker colored battle beaver.
That's fire.
This is for you, bro.
That is clean.
That's
that is
fire.
clean.
You are fucking,
You get the dome
fucking glazing.
That's fire.
Let's be real here, bro, for a second, because we should talk about this map, but I want to get my last point. I think what they might do is eBay did talk when they bought this team, right? That they did try to rebrand it potentially to a Madrid team. I won't be surprised. Again, your point, Chris, they might pick up a Spanish team, rebrand the team out of London, and just kind of commit to that kind of squad and bring in players like Super and Rencor and see what happens.
They're just shocked, bro. Like they're at the point where they have like maybe one serviceable player on their team.
They're just playing spoiler, bro.
Like maybe you can make an argument for 2, but yeah, they're playing spoiler at this point, and they need to do what I said at the end of the year. They just do a complete rebuild. And they sign the majority, if not an entire challenger team, whether it's EU, NA, Spanish, don't give a fuck. Find somebody that has had some success at the lower level, let them sort themselves out in the pro league and build from there. It's going to be a long-term project, but they're just fucked. Like the market of players they've been trying to sign for these last couple of years is just not working for them at all.
Yeah, they're not.
They drop the gimmick, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just they're not finding like the right mesh of players. Like they're just not. There's no chemistry at all. They're just not working with each other at all.
They're just trying to plug and play, bro.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
It's not a formula for success.
But just to go over the map a little bit. I mean, we get into the 4th round. It was pretty back and forth. I mean, this was a map that London was able to take here. Like this round in the offense, they end up just hitting through art. New York, they tried to do this a lot, where they push through art or push through street, and it just wasn't working for them. I mean, Sam, you play this map. Is pushing through street a good play? They tried to do it like twice, 2 or 3 times, and it didn't really work for them.
This map's entirely about just like those mid-round, like random plays, like because this is a one-dimensional map, bro. You go to one bomb site like 95% of the time, so trying to mix up what you can all the time is an art in the streets. Like kind of the only like barring running through open and close, which is just never fun.
And I feel like on defense too is when you take a risk, right? Like defense is when you want to take like a risk and try and make something happen, just because they get to the bomb site so easily.
You want to know what's fucking insane to me though? Is they wait until the bomb is already down to start making the plays. How many times have I said this on the show? Play off the cross. As soon as the cross happens, that's when you start making your plays, because you're going to assume that somebody's on the bomb and a guy's watching over me. You have 2 known variables, and one person is technically AFK while planning if he does go for the bomb plant. That is the best time to make the move. Why the fuck are they waiting until after the bomb is down? Okay, a full 4v4 retake when they already backed up to spawn and they're already holding a basically impenetrable setup. Yeah. Why are you waiting that long? it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. This round was insane by Maddie. He's able to find one guy rails, peppers him with a pistol, and oh my Jesus, Sam, we got to talk about this weapon.
We're trick shot tagging him, bro.
You know what I mean?
Hit him with a pistol, bro. What do you mean?
Nah, that's a really good play, though. That's a really good play from Scraps.
What do you mean talk about this weapon?
I mean, he melted. Look, he boom, slammed him.
Guns.
Hey, it's a good play by shit. Listen, we got to tip the good shots. No, we got to tip them. That's tank right there.
That pistol kills in like 2 to 3 bullets if you hit upper chest or head.
That was a really big round from Scraps there. Really big plays there.
It shoots.
It does a hell of damage.
It does damage. It just shoots slow.
Yep, and then we get into the next round after Scraps has a big 1v2. That was a really big round here. And then we get into the next round, and Paco, he's sniping in the back. He finds one, almost finds a second. He's kind of trapped in a corner here. Caesar Skies investing in his game, trying to help him out. P-Dog with a really big kill on the front side. He was able to find one there, and Paco, he's kind of stuck in his corner. I think Paco was able to find one more here, or somebody was able to help him. But Paco was doing really big things here in the back, just staying alive with the snipe, able to find one. You can see him in the corner in the cubby right there. Skies finds another one, and then Paco with that snipe, think he gets a hit marker or something. P-Dog cleans him up. This should have been a collat, no? That looked like a collateral to me.
The barrel blocked it. Yeah, the
barrel blocked it.
Yeah, the outlines lined up. It was just the barrel that blocked the shot.
Yeah, I don't know. That looked good, bro. That looked good for a collab.
That'd be
for
a
sure.
collab next Defiant.
Yeah.
It would be. Trust.
And then we get into the 4-4 round. I like the play from Nasty here in the 2v2. Little 2v2 here. You got Nasty and Scraps going up against the Bulldog, Kismet, and Caesar Skies Bueno. After they get this bomb down, Nasty actually makes a play. Inching through Art. He was actually able to find one onto, I believe it was Kismet. Yeah, so Kismet, he tries to make a play through Art. Nasty crouch walking around the map, trying not to be heard. He's able to find one, and I like how they play it as well. End up wrapping a bomb. No ninja diffuses on the London Royal Ravens. Nasty checks the bomb. He finds two. And then we head into the final round. This is the only map London was able to win, and it ended up being a retake actually here after New York get the bomb down. Let's take a look at this, man. How did New York troll this? They get the bomb down. It's a 4v4 scenario. P-Dog actually gets overwhelmed top rails, but Paco picks up a trade. Honestly, it's really good trades coming in from London as they swarm the New York subliners here in Art. And then it's a 3v2 situation. Kismet and Skies, they got to go massive. They honestly could have cussed as Skies or Kismet checked his left. I felt like he might have been able to get two there. And then right here, when Skies sees him here, when he saw him there, I think Skies should go right and follow him. He had his back turned there. And then Skies doubled back and chowed this way. Skies probably could have clutched that if he pushed through.
He could have also just ran too.
Yeah, throw shimmies.
Yeah, I think he had literally 3 plays and he picked the one wrong one.
Yeah, he just chowed.
He could chase him, chow, or run away through the right side.
Yeah, he's someone's to fight.
I think the reason he played it so aggressively is he just was full health. Like he literally wasn't even weak from that last gunfight.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see how much time was left on the bomb either.
He basically came around
15 seconds.
Caesar basically came around that corner pre-firing in his head, and he just missed.
Great map from Scraps. 11 and 6.
The reason he whiffed was because in this game, the drop shot isn't smooth. When you drop shot, the animation of you going down just throws your aim off completely.
Yep. And then we head into the hotel control. Both teams were able to hold on their defenses, and it was tied up at 1. And then I like the way NYSL were able to get onto this B point. Honestly, I thought Caesar Skies made a really good play here. He pushes through the left, but the rest of his team, they leave him. They play through mid. And Chris, I know you've talked about this a little bit, breaking through mid. I like the way New York did this. So they actually played through mid here. Caesar's going to play left, and they're going to kind of pin the London Royal Ravens into those back sauna spawns and then spawn them deep. But Sky's pushing the left. He was able to find 2. That opened up the gaps.
Open though, Tom?
The left side, he want to fight. He want to fight there.
I'm talking about mid. Okay, so let's go back to the point where
Yep, right here.
Number 7's pushed up dub. He's shooting at people. 5 is going to pick up the flank. 7 just dies. He gets shot on the side, and then
Matty dies for free. They just always had a spawner, so they never had everything. They never had an actual setup.
And then Yuli just got sound horde cheese by Caesar. Wow.
I thought it was a good play from New York. Yeah, the way they set that up, they 3-hit mid, and I like how Skies played on an island on the left side. He was really big. He picked up a couple kills, and then Paco, he did the rest. Paco was able to stay alive. I think Paco found 3 or 4 kills on a point, or 2 kills. It's on a 2-3. So
I think London just wasn't ready for the aggression that New York put on because they shifted so fast and so aggressively that London wasn't even prepared.
Yep. So they were able to win an offense there after back-to-back defensive wins, and then we get into the final round, and this was an absolute bloodbath. You can take a look at the mini map. I'll skim through it, but New York, they just got a clean wipe off the rip, and they really kept London pinned here in their spawn. London was having a really tough time getting out to this 8-point. Then they get here eventually, but it was Caesar who makes the play. You see him sneaking. He actually took a long route. He's going to flank around. He was able to get him off the point, and then the last one up with Scraps, who ends up going down as well. So the trades come in. London Roll Ravens kind of get pinned early. They get spawn trapped early. This one was all she wrote. I think they were able to get the 8-point, but take a look at those lives, 20-9. After like a minute of spawn trapping, these guys had no lives left. So really good play.
Team stats?
Yeah, he should.
Yeah,
Benji's got everything. Benji's got everything.
Yeah, for what do you want me to pull team stats
London's
for?
controls just in general, like map records. Because I feel like they play Hotel every series.
They play Hotel a lot because they're not super confident on the CeeLo.
Paco, 33 and 22.
But they're like the second or I think they're second worst control team. They may actually be last now because of
they got the Vegas got the Hemi buff.
Nah, they're beating Vegas by 2 percentage points. They're 6-17 overall this season in control. 0-4 in a CeeLo. They are 2-1 on Fortress. Yep, and then on Hotel, they are 4-11. So
okay.
Then we get into the Hydro. We get into the Hydro Hardpoint coming up next. Honestly, the first rotation was pretty back and forth. Let's go to the listening with London. Let's see how these guys are sounding.
P1 bridge. I have done with. Get down, guys. He's still left. P1 bridge dead. Nice. Who are we looking for? Yo, one more P2 Hydro. P2 Hydro. They're gonna spawn there. Go on time. Go on bridge spot. Go on time. Yo, Sam's going for the flip. Just play the soak. Play tight then. Get on time. Bomb down. Choke on you.
Middle then.
Nice.
One Nessie hop, Caesar.
Mulling your out. Push up again. Push watch out. Have you out. No, we'll play outside. Shack. Okay, there's 2 on all. Outside water. This is a good time. This is really good time. I'm gonna go mid actually. Left side shack. Watch your top down. Yo, top down mobbing. One shack. Right side home. Right side home.
Right side home. Okay.
See nothing. Time. I'm swimming. Top broken. Dead. Nice. Get dead.
Nice. I'm going Nessie.
No, because one's gonna spawn.
Time and zone. Last 2. Time and zone.
Broken. Hydra's back broken. Back P4. Right, do you want to break from front here?
I got one front.
Let's play down.
You already broken?
Hydra's deep.
I'm broken.
Hydra was playing.
Top down.
I'm going out.
Last kid top down.
Nothing clear. One's in the back.
Cut in the first spawn and then leave it.
Back P2 me. Back P2, one shot dead. Nessie in time. Last two.
Push.
I got Nessie. Last kid time.
Time done.
Nice.
Have a shove it. Don't know you.
Okay, I can get Nessie.
Yeah, please get it.
Top broken. Dead. Get out.
I have Nessie.
Wait, get this one.
Play for me. I'm low flowers.
All right, listening's about to end. I'm going to pause it there. Tank was trying to make a good play here. They sounded pretty good. This was a really low-scoring game. Like this is the second rotation of hard points that we're in right now. And look at the score. Like this is absolutely nuts. What did you guys think about the listening, Ben? What did you think?
They sound good in their comms. I mean, this is like when they were actually playing pretty good. Sorry, you said Ben. My bad.
Nah, man, it doesn't really matter. Ben, Chris,
different.
Yeah, you said how they sound, and then you said Ben after. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I say, "How does it sound, guys?" And then nobody talks because nobody wants to talk over each other. So I usually just direct it. You know what I mean?
I think what they're listening. There's some good small talk between Nasty
and
Millie.
Still got the passion.
Asim kind of is the sort of more minimal kind of calm guy, but I kind of like the small talk they give themselves when they have confidence. I'd love to hear more what a listen though sounded like on the first map when they were getting frustrated.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't good, but I want to go into the third set of rotations here because I didn't like how London played this rotation. So I like the play that Scraps was making here because he was playing Ruin side here. He ends up getting the kill, but I definitely think here that they got to be careful with these back spawns. Like I feel like Tank should read this here, especially with his teammates like spawning behind him. They got to be careful with how they play this.
The old P1 white time.
Yeah, well, but also his teammates are look at where his teammates are though. Like look at number 6. Like Nasty's coming from front. He's coming from P3. So I feel like
as soon as he killed whoever he did, he should have just ran back to P2.
Ran backwards. Yeah, he should have ran backwards. And then even right here, he ended up running forward. You see how he ran forward and kind of played towards the hill, which it's not a bad play because they were able to soak up some time here. But New York, they were able to make this a little bit mixy. They end up staying alive in the back. It was Skies who gets back here. And then obviously London, they get the back spawns, but there's a little bit of a gap there where New York, they were able to get to this hard point. They ended up playing through the front of the hill. And New York were able to lock down a lot of time on this third P2. And then as we get into the final play of the game, NYSL actually break the final hard point for the win. And I kind of want to take a look at this because this was just a hold where London could push this to a map 5 here. You know, like I know we're making jokes to blow it up and this and that. This could have very well gone to a map 5 right here. And it starts here with Yuli. I just think Yuli needs to stay alive here. I don't think he should overchow here, especially when he's on this head glitch. Just let him stay back there. Just kind of finesse, throw shimmies at him. Like I want to see Skies have to make a play here. I just felt like it was too easy. Like Skies was in the back, and
well, the reason why he just needs to live is his teammates just got kills. So if he dies, the back opens up. If he stays alive, the 2 people that he killed or that were dead front are gonna spawn in fucking Africa.
Yeah. So he ends up dying, and then as soon as he dies, you see the New York spawns, like Chris was just talking about. They spawn right in the back, and then they just get a clean break. Like simple. Like they rotated to the hill. And they didn't play it properly. Like it's the final moments of the game. You got to be perfect. And the only guy who was holding the back spawn just overchowed and went down.
That's like a super basic like thing that needs to happen, but you'd be surprised. I think Sam could probably attest to this, but that's like one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of players make with respawn delay in like a hard point. A lot of people don't realize like you need to keep blocking that spawn, whether it's on rotation or whether it's after kills, until that respawn timer is up and the people are alive. You can't. There with your scoreboard. You have to live. If you get in a position to block a important place on the map and you see kills go in your favor, you need to live. Period. Yep. You can't take the gun. If you take a gunfight that's risky and die, you cost it, because that spawn opens up, boom, they're all there when they shouldn't be. And guess who's getting the bad spawn now because you didn't wait a second? Yeah. You will.
Yeah. Another big map from Paco as well. I mean, he has been unreal for these guys, man. Paco just continues to shine. Another 30 bomb, 30 plus kills in the hard point. Any final thoughts on that series, guys? Any final thoughts at all before we head into the next one?
Justin took Paco in fantasy because
I have some thoughts, just some final thoughts on the roster, because there are people that will defend like, oh, Nasty's good, Scraps has been getting pretty consistent. Even like we have people on our show, I know you guys are friends with them, I am too, but they'll be like, oh, Ace and this and Ace and that. But at the same time, in my opinion, I think when it comes to the London roster going into next year, I think they retain Nasty as a substitute, and or unless whoever they pick up wants to play with Nasty, they can put him on the starting roster. But they keep Nasty because I think he has some upside and he has potential. He's shown it in some of the matches and some of the splits that they've had. And then they bring in a system. If they want to keep the European gimmick, they go there with some European success in the challenger scene, and then they just let them sort themselves out. And if they need an immediate upgrade, they want to stay on brand, they have quick access to Nasty in the future with the substitute spot, and then just go from there. Because right now, I think somebody in my chat, actually, because I'm also like simulcasting basically the show, said at one point they need to stop trying to like get so many pegs, and they need to start plugging the actual hole instead of just the peg or something like that. I gotta reread it, but you get the point.
All
right.
Here it is. So this is one of my viewers. He said, Hurricane said, you can only try to stab so many square pegs into round holes before you have to change out the hole.
Oh, you put in what?
There you go. That's what he said.
You gotta go through.
I said it wrong. But
you good, Chris? Are you good, Chris? You good?
I agree with you, Chris. But like they've shown that every offseason they just end up making a leftovers team. Like they got to do this right. Actually, to your point, like if there's an amateur team, I
should have read it the first time, bro.
They want to pick up the first time, like
guys paraphrasing pegging.
Sorry, they pick up a whole challengers team. Like they got to stop making these leftover teams because it's just not working out.
Yeah, leftover teams is never the right idea.
They're not gonna pay any money, bro. They're not.
It's not necessarily.
But that's not what we're talking about, though. We're talking about.
I mean, you're like the money.
Blue chip North American.
We don't want
the money thing comes with like if you're signing like a Simper or a BZ or a Pred or like like an A tier player. To Chris's point, he's talking about signing a full blown challengers roster, and they just want the opportunity. That means more to them than a $200,000 contract ever would.
Exactly, and like most of the time, some of those players, especially in the European region,
the same though. They're gonna play the same.
That's not what. No. Some of these European teams,
they're gonna place the exact same as London's placing right now.
Some of these European teams, like full-blown European challenger teams, literally they did a European team just won a challenger major recently. Like
bro.
they are good. It was
Does that have to do with anything?
Bro,
but
Chris,
what I'm trying to say,
how many times?
It's the same concept as
no,
LAG.
It's not, bro.
Listen, bro,
Chris,
it's the same.
Chris.
Oh my God.
How many times in the CWL, right? In the CWL, where there was open tournaments, AM teams were good in the beginning of the game because they grinded. Once you got through midway of the game, all like AM teams, challenger teams, they weren't good.
No, but that's also the practice. Yeah, the practice regime, and on top of that,
bro,
challenger teams.
No, listen.
Listen.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
I'm not done.
Bro,
Challenger
you said
team.
your point a minute ago, and then Ian said a whole ass thing.
I'm literally sitting here having a discussion with Ian. On top of that, not only is the practice regime not good, but the challenger team sabotage themselves, or later in the year, those good, like some of the good players on those teams get picked up by the pro league. So then there's less talent pool down there. My point is you have to create a system and then try to keep good players from that system on and create an attractive place that better players will want to join. If you just keep trying, yes, exactly what Boston did, what LAG is now doing. Yes, LAG's fucking not good right now, but they have like Joe Deceives on there. I think he's pretty good. Assault's been playing pretty good. Maybe they keep one or two of those around next year.
They are ass.
And never said they were going to be good immediately. It's a project.
Listen,
it's a project.
We need to face the reality that we are in an 8-team league, and the bottom 4 are doo-doo, and they're gonna be doo-doo every year. Because they aren't getting good teams. They're not getting good players.
That's never always true, bro. That's always true. Vegas was fucking horrible doing the same thing.
I hate the Vegas argument, bro. They've been 12 for 3 years, and they all of a sudden got standy, and they're okay right now.
Listen, bro. Vegas was fucking terrible.
Before they got standy, Vegas was on pace for getting dead last again.
But they were still competitive in their series, and they were also doing.
If someone's competitive in a series,
they're also taking the wrong approach. They're doing the same thing as everybody else. They're just trying to pick up like random groups of players.
At the end of the year, if you don't qualify for champs and you're in 12th, I don't care if you lost all your games by 5 points. You're still in 12th. You didn't make it.
There's
a couple different
outcomes
going to be 12.
Okay, hold on. Can I add something before you go?
Yeah, go ahead, Ian. Go ahead.
I just want to add this one thing, Chris, just because you said like it takes time. It's not going to happen. The issue with that, because you would be correct if we played the same Call of Duty every year.
New year.
Bro, you don't get multiple years as a challenger player or like being in the CDL to see how good you are.
I mean, regardless, it's player development, bro.
Like teams who are building for like 4 years in the future. Dude, LAG
you're out of your mind, stupid.
No one's building for 4 years in the future.
No. LAG thought this way, and look at them now. They literally thought this way. They thought like, oh, maybe we should just invest in young talent. I'm telling you, this is their thought process. Bro, you hit a new game, and that young talent that you want to invest in, horrible. It wouldn't matter. Look at the trio they signed last year.
Right, Ben.
Okay, well, that was just
absolutely dogs. No, it's not though. It's like that's the logic of investing in this young talent for the future, bro. Every 12 months, the young talent could be horrible.
Yeah, it could be horrible. But they're not investing in talent in the future.
Guys,
they literally invested in a group of players that already didn't have success. It's not the same.
Okay, can I go now?
What?
Go ahead, Sam. Let's let Sam have the floor here. Go ahead, Octane.
So there's 3 options here. One is we all know that to Pat's point, there's a 8-team league. We'll call it that, sure, whatever.
Thank you.
The bottom 4 are not desirable locations for what Ben said, blue chip players. Like again, Simp and Abizi, right? They don't have the money to spend to get these types of people. So they have 2 options. One, you go Chris's route and you sign challenger players because you have to. Or B, you fucking leave the league, to Pat's point. So either one of these 2 things has to happen. So having this argument about like no money and they have no options and these aren't feasible, these are the only 2 options that these bottom 4 non-desirable teams have, like London or like Vegas. Like you're not going to see Vegas shell out hundreds of thousands of dollars for these players to go play there. You have to develop this talent like Toronto did with their academy team. Like
it's their only shot.
I don't feel like Toronto
Vegas did the opposite of what you're saying.
About you guys. Insight and Kleenex were teaming in
maybe not
BO4
Vegas
before they were ever signed.
Wait, Ian, you know for a fact.
Okay,
like
that wait, hold on,
guys, one at a time.
For the minimum.
Let each other talk.
We're only going to pay the minimum. So they have two options. It's either get the fuck out of COD, or you give these challenger players this opportunity, or you just get lucky as fuck and you sign someone that doesn't have a place to go. That's like a high tier name, like Clay did. Clay didn't have many opportunities, so he went to Vegas.
But hold on,
making it work.
What Pat said about Toronto and like Insight and Kleenex specifically is more so supporting my case. It's like these two players obviously had success at some point in COD at Champs with their Singularity team or whatever the hell their team name was. I don't even remember at this point. But my point is, you sign people that had some sort of success. The only other thing that we have is challengers. It's not like there's another scene or another, like league. Like it's challengers. It has to be. You
but
sign
those guys
people
were
that
beating
have had
pros. They weren't beating challenger players.
They were beating pros at one tournament at Champs. Guess what? Guess what the LAG
they went to
Academy
open
did?
events. They went to open events. They just qualified for that Champs.
And they weren't playing too many pros at the open events. Like they didn't make it that far. They literally had
they were really good turning on Enable.
And that is
my bad, Ian.
And that's also
was it Birmingham when Ian was on the Lightning Pandas?
Hey,
Kleenex was having his way.
By the way.
Okay, my point is though, it's the same thing that LAG did. LAG went to the first event of this year and they started smoking pros. They ended up making their name and getting signed to the pro team damn near fully. But my point is,
smoking pros. I agree with you, Sam. Of the game, no, bro. I
agree with you, Sam. There's those two routes, and there's no other route because at the very least, when you sign a full on, when you file, I agree. When you sign on a full challenger team that has had success, those guys basically want to play together. When you sign random like pros and hope it works, none of those motherfuckers want to play with each other. Those guys just want a job. And that is the sad fucking reality of it. So there's two routes, like Sam said, and I agree with you.
All right, well, let's move on, guys. Let's go to the next match. We got the Vegas Legion going up against the Florida Mutineers. Mercado Hardpoint to kick things off. Hotel SD, Expo Control, Embassy Hardpoint, El Estilo, S&D. Any thoughts on Avitos, guys? Any thoughts at all as we head into the map 1?
Yeah, I have a fucking question on the Florida side. So Vegas got rid of Hotel. They suck at Asilo. Why is Expo ending up in this series?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Vegas can't win a control. So why would you want to play them on a new map where it's just kind of a toss-up? Why not just play them on
why would you play them on the only map they've won?
That's a great
I just don't understand that.
I don't give a fuck if it's a new map, Tom. Why would you play them on the only map they've ever won?
It's an easy answer, bro. It's a real easy answer. Because we're in the 8-team league and the bottom 4 don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I just don't understand that.
It's your boy Ricky here.
Yeah, but they just got Standy. That's a blue chip player. Yeah, somehow that guy got Lego for free.
And honestly, bro, definitely want to give Standy some love, man. He's been really, really good for these guys, man. Really good. But he did make a big mistake towards the end of this one.
We'll talk about it, yeah.
We'll obviously talk about it as we go through it. I kind of want to go to the second set, but before we do that, let's tune into a Vegas listening. We do love our Vegas listenings over here. Let's see if they were tweaking at all today. Let's see if they were tweaking. Let's tune in.
A little bit.
Tunnel or Barber to new?
Fly.
I think it's tunnel to new.
Already lights.
Tunnel.
On me dark. One is dark on me. From Cactus. I don't know where this kid went.
I'm looking at my own mid right now.
I'm on the tunnel right now.
Got me long, Vickle.
Mid tunnel. Red tunnel dead.
Dove back. Bracken.
I have my own tunnel.
I'm looking short. I'm looking short.
3. Let's get old. I'll get time.
I'll get this guy old.
Watching my own tunnel right now.
There's a guy
on me Barber. Get ready to help me Barber.
Barber, guys.
Got guy on old. The rest are Barber.
Stunning over Barber. I'm nading over Barber done.
Got one.
Somebody come.
Barber, inner Barber.
Coming in.
3. Last guy need it.
There's gonna be more Barber. More Barber. More
Barber, guys. More Barber.
Gotta help Barber.
Barber, give it low.
Shooting you guys from the mid right now.
More many. You're hitting low. 2 low and 1 top.
2 low, 1 top. Big one.
Top, 1 shot dead.
Low, too low, man.
I can help you.
Too low. Finesse.
Low, weak. Throw nades. They have no choke.
We come point. On me, roof. Under roof. Other side of roof, guys.
Hey, search. Weak. He's hitting you right now.
Hey, search dead.
Nice, too.
He's inner stairs, I'm pretty sure.
I don't see him.
Everyone's inner stairs. I'm just preeming over hill.
I do this hold.
I'm running out.
Don't hop up.
On team inner.
Hop in.
Could be there.
That's Tom.
I got time.
Let's hit this together. Let's take Barber. Let's
go.
Deep right. I'm challenging Barber.
Alright,
jump it up.
I'm gonna fly.
Take Barber control, guys.
I'm seeing.
We're good together.
All right, that's gonna do it for the listening for the Vegas Leads. I thought they sounded good. They just seem a little stressed out sometimes, man. I think
Don's
got that undertone,
stress
bro.
call. He's got the stress calls.
Undertone to him, man.
They always sound stressed map one. I don't know what it is where they prepare for these first maps. They win a bunch, sometimes they lose them, but it's like I swear every map when we listen and we get with them, someone's tweaking. Someone's stressed out.
Yeah, definitely tweaking a little bit.
I love it, bro.
Tweak defense, they called that shit out 16 times and they were still late to the cut, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I want to get into the second P2. This was a really big break for Florida, and I kind of want to see how Vegas plays it towards the last 10 seconds here and get your guys' thoughts. But you can see TJ, he's going to die on old, but Vegas, they spawn here. Vickle wins a big win on the Clay there. I don't know how the hell he won that. That must have been a Scars.
Must have been.
Well, we tune in and Don. I think Don tweaked. I think he overshot. He should just play slow here. He should just hold this. He doesn't need to push here. He thought somebody was under him. I don't know. He thought somebody maybe he heard something.
It was just calling out like that. Yeah,
He was hearing his teammates, bro. He started tweaking.
He
was sounding his ass off, or his teammates were like commenting that there was like a timing or something like that.
Because honestly, I feel like Vegas, they might have been able to do something here. They might have been able to win this map if they held this P2, and they had it until Donnie jumped out here. Clay obviously got melted tunnel. Then Donnie jumps out Balk, and just like that, the pinch is already here. So Standy is left to go rogue, which he doesn't do too bad of a job. He's able to find 2 before he dies, but the break comes in. Clayster's all by himself, and he's going to get taken down here.
Just got to get off hill here.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
top and buy as much time as he can.
Yeah, at this point, you just got to try and stay alive and do something. But second P2 comes in. Florida breaks it. They're able to lock down some time. And then we go into the second P3. This is where Vegas, they end up rotating early here, but they get broken. They have 2 guys in hill already. You can see Capsule. He's going to be the first one there. He finds a gunfight onto Temp. And then Clayster, he tries to pinch through mid, but they just letting Capsule just go rogue. And he was able to find 2. And then Brad comes in and he finds 2. Again, it's just a hold where Vegas arguably maybe could have held way more time there. They just let Capsule make a play on him.
Don just got shit time. I think he went to the stairs to go top and didn't realize that Cap could be.
Is that what happened when Capsule got the first one?
Yeah, he's turning right there to go top and just shoots him in the side.
Yeah, so you could see on a minimap now, Capsule, he jumps down and yeah, you're right. He turns. His arrow turns at the last second. And then they just let Capsule run through front, which, I mean, definitely.
It's a decision.
Definitely, yeah, not really the best of plays there for the Vegas Legion.
I mean, he had a good timing, though, because they killed the guy off the wall. And
can you back it up again? Sorry, Tom. Can
you
back it up like a little bit before the clip starts?
Yeah, so Capsule, he finds one.
Even before this.
Is that
another
like
10 seconds?
Yeah, I got you right here. So Capsule, he's the first one there. Nobody's really around him. He just makes a solo play.
Like, this is kind of how we were talking about
right here when he's
is like they have so much time, they're just like forced into this turtle setup. Like, they need to take a side of the map because they're just giving Florida any option that they want.
Clay gave up. Clay gave up mid to look at dark too. When his teammates are coming off, like, see Clay number 1, he's flooding here. I think he should pick up front hill here, like on the head glitch. I think he should just hit this head glitch here.
Like on the dumpster.
Or maybe he was scared of his dark. Like, he was probably terrified of his dark, but maybe even if he just like plays through, like, just watches the mid door. I think he ended up backing up. See how he backed up there and looked at dark? That allowed Capsule to get this guy off the hill. And then Clayster was able to find 1.
4 times with 3 people there. They just like on the rotation though, they're just like defaulting into this turtle setup when they need, like I said, they just need to take a side. Like, they give Florida, especially while on old, they're not gonna be able to track where anyone is when they're just running backwards towards the hill like that. Granted, Don kind of gets shit timing, but if they had pushed out like big door prior to that, then that timing wouldn't have been there.
And this is what we got to talk about, man. I mean, Donnie finds 2. They gotta go here, man. Like, Vegas gotta hit this point, bro. Like, Eli's playing a spawn kill here. He's turning around, but I'd much rather see Eli collapse on the point there and try and get in there. I mean, Donnie gets a 2 clean. Boom, 2 dead. Look at the mini map. You got all of Vegas swarming through front. TJ, he ends up dying. Then Donnie jumps. He gets team killed, and then they don't challenge the hard point. Clay chows. He goes, but Eli turns. Just on different pages here. They're not on the same page. Are they playing front? Are they pushing?
I actually like Eli's play here.
You like his play? I don't like it personally. I don't like it
because they know that
worst
spawn
play
is
ever,
open.
bro.
They have to kill this guy. If they don't kill 6, then they're fucked regardless. So I think that
it's insane 6 spawn there, then T spawn right behind him.
T spawn's right behind him. Yeah, it's just because the spawn is open and you can't block.
Standy should have did what Clay did right here.
Yeah, Standy should have. I agree. I think Standy should have done what Clay did. I think he should have played with Clay.
I think they needed to kill Vic here. It's just a fuck situation with the spawn.
Yeah,
like,
the team kill didn't help either.
Tried to salvage it and like got lucky timing on the guy spawning behind him to get the spawn kill originally, but it's just a fucking mix fest at this point.
I mean, what's just ultimately fucked him is the fact that Temp got team killed.
He got team killed.
Yeah, Donnie getting team kills kind of not ideal.
Yeah, once he gets, I mean, he tagged him up too. He has him weak, and Clay gets one, especially after Clay gets a kill and he gets in there.
This is trading 101. Clay tweaked here. I bet he tweaked at Standy after this situation. I bet he got mad.
Well, even Standy was in the chat saying he trolled. I mean, Standy felt like he trolled there as well. But I mean, I see what you're saying, Sam.
It is like a high pressure end of the game, like trade mix fest, so it makes sense on like why we should hit the hill in that situation. But I think like, I don't know, he's already one shot at that point. Like Clay's diving in. I think they kind of just lose that situation regardless, unless barring just a literal miracle 2-piece out of Eli. That's the only way they win. I mean,
that. Somebody got great map, meat, bro.
Good map from Vickle. Good map from Capsule.
Trophy song, baby.
I got slang meat, bro. Do it.
Take a look at the final scoreboard here. I mean, but look at Vegas's stat line. They are all positive except for TJ. And then on the other side, they're all negative or even except for Capsule, who's only positive too. So Florida Mutineers, they get outslayed to the max in this map.
TJ will be there one day and respawn though.
He popped off. He's like on and off in respawn. Like sometimes he has pop off maps, but he's definitely more of an S&D player right now. I think that's why they kept him. But if bro, we've talked about TJ. If TJ steps up his respawn game, Vegas will look really, really scary in the hard point. Like I definitely think if TJ can step it up a little bit, it'll be all right.
Statistically with Stanley, they've been a good hard point. The problem is
they have been. They have been a good hard point.
TJ in control has been a huge problem all season.
My bad, TJ in more than one game mode.
Wait, I don't mean to interrupt before we get into map 2, but I actually just realized something.
What?
My yearly subscription of Amazon Prime just triggered.
No way.
And that means I'll have a new Twitch Prime sub available, Tom. And I want to bet that of the 9,500 people right now in the ZooMAFia, that 100 of them got Twitch Prime subs available, Tom.
You think so, Pat? You think so,
That's what
Pat?
I'm going to bet. And I want to see all 100 hit the chat right now.
I like that, Slay. I like that. Shout out to the ZooMAFia. They've been incredible all weekend long.
Are we allowing Pat to glaze like that?
That's W. Nah, that's
W. That's W. That's W. Let's shout out to Slay.
Look, the primes are hitting.
They're hitting. The primes are coming in. Here come the primes.
You said slide me, and Pat is baiting for Tom right here, bro. That's W.
Actually, you know what? You're right, bro. Yo, why ain't you bait like that for the nub, though, Pat?
It's not right, bro.
You ain't getting this trade, baby. On to the nap too. Let's go.
Yeah, I kind of want to get to. We'll skip through the first few rounds, but Vegas, they rushed B in the first round. They get a clean win there. It was a pretty quick round. Then in the next round, Florida, they just wait so long again to do things. They just take forever. Eventually, they go for the bomb plant. There's about 18, 17 seconds left. Capsule, he's going to make a play. He's going to make it a 2v2 situation. Brack needs to get off the bomb here, bro. He was just sitting on bomb after he planted it. He was just sitting there. I mean, I would like to see him, especially after Capsule gets to kill bed, just dive across the bed. Or I don't know where he planted the bomb, but just get back to double desk or something. Or play a corner, do something.
Group up with your teammate.
Do something.
Do something other than the play he did, basically.
Yeah, so they end up losing that round there. Vegas go up 2-0. Standy, he gets an ace in this round. Look, he's playing on a little bit of an island. He hears the guy behind him. He takes down Vickle. Bomb's going to go down, and now Standy, he's in a perfect position to just be a nuisance here. It's a 3v3 situation. Standy's in the middle of the map. Florida do know where Standy is because Vickle just died. But, fellow, he doesn't turn fast enough. He's able to find another one, and then Eli, he switches lanes. He grabs all the way back towards single arch. He's able to pick up this kill. Onto number 5, it was Capsule. I like the patience here from Eli as well, just playing his timings, waiting for the right time to hit that pinch. He finds a third. And then the last one, Brack down low. Eli takes care of him. It's an ace from Eli on the round. Fantastic play coming out from him. When we get into the next round, it's Tyler Fellow off the rip of this round. You see him with the bomb in his hand. He's currently 0-3, but this was a really good round from him. He's able to find a couple kills here top bed. There's one. There's two. And then after that, he also gets the bomb down and then smokes a third after planting the bomb. So Tyler Fellow trying to do it all, folks, as they finally get around on a board for Florida. And then the next round, I thought Brack did a good job here, holding the B push. One guy dies middle map, TJ. He kind of pushes into B by himself here. He tried to make a play. He tries snaking up, but Brack with the pre-fires there, he finds one. It's a quick 4v2. Florida Mutineers were able to bounce back there, win another one on the board. Vegas, they end up holding a B push here on defense. TJ, he sits fridge. He's able to find one. Tags another guy up, and Clay, he was able to get a nice trade as well. It's a 4 or 3v2 situation. Donnie's all by himself over here. He throws the stun down. I saw what Brack was trying to do. I thought Brack maybe should have just stuck the bomb, but he was scared to die. He goes down. Good teamwork from Vegas. They go up 4-2. Now, this is where things get interesting. We had a full-blown mid-hit here from Vegas.
Counter.
Yeah, on the offense. Look at this round. You don't see this round often in a hotel. Even Florida were a little confused there. They weren't even looking at it. I mean, they two go down, and Standy's in the middle of the map. Now it's a 1v1 situation, and I love the way Brack plays this. He plays patient. He knows Eli is kind of by those double arch area of the map. And then check a look at this. Brack, he tags him up, throws the frag grenade, and Eli didn't see the grenade coming. Boom. He's going to go down. It's fantastic plays coming out of Brack as he uses the nades to his advantage. And then we get into the 4-3 round. Not really too sure what Florida was doing here. You get Vickle, who's pushed up here. And then I think Florida, they try and go for the bomb plant in a 2v3, but nobody's there. I mean, Fellow just goes for it. You got 45 seconds. I just felt like they could have worked something better here. A 2v3, are you guys going to try force planning here? Or do you think with 45 seconds left, they could have made a different play here? I feel like Brack needs to get closer.
It's just a YOLO play, bro.
It's a
like,
YOLO.
You can't even be seen. Like, I would almost rather him like try to like somehow get across mid on some like rogue shit, and like Brack just like watch over him and see if he could bait, like use like his footsteps to bait out like the players. Him just like playing there is like, bro, what do you expect is gonna happen?
Yeah. And then things get really, really interesting. Clay was left in 3 1v1s in a row. One of them, this round right here, was just really weird. And just to show you guys kind of what happened, Clay's going to be tucked in double arch here. When Capsule, as he pops a dead silence, is going to push him. Clay hits him with the no-scope.
Oh, what the fuck?
Picks up the Vaznev. Finds another one. Yeah, I don't know.
Near him,
yeah,
bro.
that was insane.
RNG, baby.
Nah, flag on that one, ref.
Yeah, that was insane for sure. And then Clay, he's left in a 1v1. He goes for the bomb plant here, and Clay, he was a little confused here. You can read his lips here. He says, why was he A, as he talks. I definitely think Brack made a good heads-up play there. Bomb was down A, or bomb was down B, but I think Brack knew that Clay was going to wrap back and kind of just made the read right there. So, big plays coming out of
He just 50-50, bro.
Yeah.
It was just a 50-50. It shows one random bomb site and just hoped it was there.
Yep, and then we get into the next round. Florida, they hit out B. This ends up going back to a 1v1 situation. And it's Clayster again in the 1v1. Capsule, he gets the bomb down. He just sound horses the hell out of Clay here. He gets the bomb down.
He got it.
I think he got a Vaznev here, Sam. Take a look. He kills him pretty quick here. He hears him over the doors. Boom. Turns the corner. Takes him down. We're going to a round 11. Clay's getting pissed off. That's back-to-back 1v1s. He's starting to lose full. And then he's going to lose even more full as we head into the final round. Clay, once again, left in a 1v1. And take a look at this gunfight, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this was just absolute cheese. Take a look at the form. I love
what COD has become. This is good shit right here.
Take a look at the form here from Brack. He is just snaking up and down, up and down.
Brother, like Jesus.
He
Clay
doesn't
said
shoot his gun.
Right. He said Brack not hitting it right.
That's what Clay said. Clay said he wasn't hitting it right.
He's got to hit those lower. But also,
he said if this was a good person snaking, I would have done.
Like,
go back.
On,
hold on. Go back to before Brack killed Standy and look what happened to Standy, because this needs to be talked about. The fact that this is just an RNG element right in COD is so fucked.
Something blows up on a wall. Yeah, boom. Something blows up.
He's one shot because of it, and he just gets one bullet.
That is, and then Brack also. I feel like Brack just needs to like literally just hit one snake and just chow this, bro.
Once he's full health right here, and then right here.
Okay, now he's full. He's full. He's chowing, bro.
You have a Vaz. You have a shotgun in kitchen, bro. Like
he got stuck in the sunken place. He just that's all he could do.
Bullshit, bro. This guy's chopped his legs off like chow. I don't know.
He waited until after he got tagged to get into chow. Like he got tagged and then chowed. Like
and we've talked about it all year on this map, bro. People were fascinated with the stake and not fascinated with the stake and shoot, and cost this team a chance. I think really put Vegas to sword with the worst game mode coming up.
12-7 from Brack. He had a really good map, but loses the 1v1 at the end there. 10-7 from Standy. 9-7 from Clay. Good maps out of them. Any final thoughts on the map too, gentlemen, as we head into the Expo Control? Love myself a little
better form. I need some better form.
Definitely need some better form there from Brack. But let's hop into the Control, man. It was back-to-back defensive wins. Both teams were able to hold on to his 8-point on their defenses. We know how easy it is to hold on to A. Vegas, they end up capping A pretty early here. You could see how they were able to do it. They worked, Ben, they actually kind of do what you said, how they played through like top mid and they played through middle. They're able to get a clear wipe in their spawn. And then you can see, obviously, number 2, Standy. He's going to jump on that 8-point. Donnie's going to make a play. He finds a little bit of a gap. He actually finds a timing. Tyler Fellow, I don't know if there's no red dots or what, but he gets lost in the sauce right there. And Donnie was able to find 2. So once Vegas is able to get this 8-point, this is a pretty easy round for them to win now. They end up just working kills through mid, working kills through top middle. Donnie was able to push out and get 2. Stacks come in. Vegas looking pretty good here as they win the offense. We go into the B point. We kind of see how they were able to do it as well. The B point's easy, man. I feel like you just kind of work kills in your spawn until you just get the wipe. And then once you get the wipe, you just hit the point, look over them, and just stay down. They spawn kind of deep. You can see the spawns from Florida Mutineers coming in. You can see how far away. They spawn closer to that 8-point. And obviously the Vegas Legion, they stack onto this point. They get the point. They get the offense. And just like that, Vegas, they go up 2-1. And then we go into the next round. Florida Mutineers, they end up doing the same thing right back to them on the breakoff. They end up winning the breakoff here. They get a clean wipe. Sam, I mean, is the breakoff really the best opportunity here to get the 8-point? I feel like it is. Like, the break is like, you have to have a good break. Like, I mean, people
that's
really
like kind of similar on every control map ever. If you get it controls like 50% break off. If you can get a good one, especially with A here, guaranteeing an A cap on your first push is best case scenario.
I mean, the concept just makes sense. It's the first time you're gonna get it's the first time you're gonna make sure obviously nobody's in your spawn because it's the break, and then on top of that, you're getting the spawn that's closer to that site, so it's probably your best attempt at hitting it.
Why is Vegas sending so many towards B? Is that normal? Why don't they send more guys over towards the 8-point, like towards A side?
I don't know. I think they might be playing off a flank. And number 2, look at number 2 doing. They might be playing for like a flank or something.
Well, Don's like super safe on the left side of the map.
So there was a really interesting strat. I think that might have Optic might have done it. It was pretty cool. Off their break, instead of them going A on offense, they kind of like played around B and like mid, but they had one player on their team go and like play the A spawn. And essentially he's just trying to like make sure that they don't, if a guy like does overextend, he kills them. And if their B play fails or the people like top like that go towards B die, well, they're going to spawn with the guy at A because he prevented them from blocking the A spawn. So like there's a lot of like weird variations that of like breaks that people are going to find on this map, but going A is usually the best play. I agree.
So how do we feel about this map overall?
I mean, it's better than Fortress. Right? It's better than Fortress.
I love this map. I'm not going to lie to y'all.
I don't mind it. I like watching it. I think it looks nice. I think it plays pretty well. I definitely
think there's like a genuine skill gap on this map.
I think
like
on land,
there's multiple ways to play it. Like I think this map is like actually a W.
I think on land this map's going to play good because I think this map plays on that hybrid. It's like hybrid. It's like the outside of the map plays like a silo, like towards A, and the B side of the map kind of plays like a hotel. But the problem is like it still gets slowed down a lot online because of the EQ cheese that everyone plays with, and it even happens on hotel, which is I guess the more faster paced map. But I think on land this map is going to be fun to watch, and because people are going to be hearing less around the map and being able to make plays.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of this map for sure.
Yeah, it was a good decision to bring it in.
Honestly, Vegas almost probably could have won it here. Vegas.
It was looking slow for a sec, Sam. It was looking slow for a sec.
Don't worry, community cheese coming through, baby.
Go ahead, Tom.
I was gonna say Vegas probably could have won it here. They had him in the spawn trap, but Florida was able to get out of it. They just get a clean wipe. I don't know why, but I feel like Vegas need to hold like this right side here. Like Standy gets the kill, but how the hell did they all die over here towards the B side? So number 3 is gonna push up. It's Donnie. Clay's able to find one. With only 25 seconds left, I mean, I don't know what the heck. Donnie seems like he was chilling in the spawn, bro.
So if you're number 3 and you push there, you're spawning them close to A, and like Sandy can only do so much. And that's around here. They get pinched from middle because I don't think they're really expecting just sort of how fast they get there. Again, people haven't played a lot of reps in real matches on this map, and I don't, the play number 3 makers should be aware that you're going to spawn them close on the other side, and they just,
Donnie said my play wasn't good here. I didn't read spawn right. I was on an island beating it. Okay. Sounds good. Hey, yo. Jesus Christ.
Accountability.
I was going to make an excuse for him and say maybe he didn't have dead silence and didn't want to move too quickly. But then he spawns in and I see that he has dead silence on. So, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, and then we get into the last and final round. And honestly, Vegas just put the absolute nail in the coffin here, man. I mean, they pinned Florida back into their spawn. Vegas did a really good job working kills, and they were able to drain some lives here. Florida's actually about to get this point. Vickle, you can see him on it. It's just there, but TJ, stop. Yeah, right through the wall. Good shots out of Vickle. But Vegas, they were able to stop it at the last second. And then right after they stopped it for the last second, Vegas, they were pretty much able to just let the clock do its time, do its work, and just work some more kills and keep them in the spawn. Florida Mutineers, they were not able to get on a point here. You can see those lives 9-9. Vegas just do a really good job working kills and funneling them into that back right, that top left corner of the map. On the mini map down there, you see it. Really good plays coming in from the Vegas Legion. Let's take a look at the final scoreboard. 31-26 from Standy, 31-28 from Clay. Honestly, everybody from Vegas positive doing their thing, even in the damage department. On the other side, Brack, tough map.
4 racks.
Yeah, fellows got 4,200 damage. My man was really laying it down. But any final thoughts on map 3 as we head into the final map 4, guys?
If you don't veto this against Vegas, you're kind of trolling because it's the only control they've won.
Yeah.
Force them on hotel.
It's great analysis.
Yep.
Great analysis.
So.
Yeah, and then we get into the Embassy hardpoint. I definitely want to go into the listening with the Florida Mutineers. I thought Tyler Fellow was, I thought he was really good in this listening, so I want to tune in. It was a very back and forth game as well. They were just kind of trading rotations through the first half. Florida got a good P5, so they got a little bit of extra time here, a little 40-plus bump. But let's tune in to the listening what the Florida Mutineers is and see how they sound.
Decent advantage. We'll see if they can hold on to it. A massive map for them. Trying to not go 0 in.
Paper weak. I did paper. I'm making it. Guys, I'm gonna get paper. Can you guys get Tom? Yeah. Laundry, paper weak. I did paper. Paper couldn't be. 2 bullets in him, close. Putting on an AR. Yeah, bet. One's back. Top secret. Temp is back P2 trucks. On the right truck, he has the truck down, okay? Do the top graffiti shit that we talked about, alright? I'm gonna kill you. Killing this guy. I'm gonna kill him outside. He's in the back vans. He's in the back vans. I'm stunnating it for you. Oh, top paper. V1 and paper. Did you kill the guy in the back? No. V1 single truck on me, 1 shot. Yeah. I nailed it. V1 in the back. V1 again. Graffiti. V1 1 shot. V1 kill him. Hang on. He's still V1 on me. V1 go full middle. They're gonna be gas. Probably gonna be gas. I'm 1 shot. Team killed. One's in the back. 1 shot. One's in the back. Both sides. Backside time. One stop gas. He's in gas. I'm reflanking gas. He's gonna be double trucks. He's double trucks. I can pinch him. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm pinching him now. And one's gas for sure. I don't see him. Double trucks, 1 shot. He's backside time. Clay, absolute. I got 1 vans. Nice. One's under me. Under me gas for sure. I'm holding middle. For sure under me somewhere. He's deep gas. 30 seconds. I'm holding middle for you. I got him. I should. I'm for you guys. I'm playing new. One's on new. Play one single AC. Go P1 and kill him. Okay. Yes. Give me a second. It's a good 20. Yeah, I'm holding this 20. Yo, Nate, this shit with me. Nate, single. Don't you dead? Nice.
It's gonna do it for the Florida Mutineer. Listen, I just like how Tyler Fellow is just calling out spawns and saying where they're coming from and what he's doing. I just felt like Fellow was really standing out and listening. What'd you guys think?
Motor mouth.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot for this team. I know this team hasn't had the best results, but I think Fellow's leadership definitely has helped this team solve a little bit of their systematic issues that they had with their prior rosters, and it's gave them a better look so far.
At least since the inception of their roster.
He's like the voice of reason, bro. He's got
literally
a nice
from their first listening. If you guys remember when I was on the show, when I was like, I thought that Tyler brought like a really good leadership role that they just definitely did not fucking have beforehand. Yeah. I'm glad that he's like keeping that up.
He's a big player for them for sure. And as we head into the second P4, you can see Florida. They're early. They got 3 guys in the hard point. They got 1 guy pushed out. This is where Florida can call game here. But they end up getting broke. Donnie, he's gonna reposition himself. He's gonna hit the stairs and go up top. Florida have to be aware of up top. They have to be.
We're getting broke with 2 kills.
Yep, because Donnie finds 1 up top, and then he goes through the back door here, and then he collapses on hill after Standy finds 1.
Don's switching lanes.
Switching lanes on him, and then he gets the trade as well. So fantastic break. I just feel like Florida need to be way more aware of up top.
Does Vickle have EQ on, bro? Like, this guy busted the back door open. He starts jumping around, and Vickle's just laying down behind the counter, not even making a fucking move, dude.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, bro. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I just feel like to let a guy just roam up top like this, like Florida were here so early, I feel like somebody should have got up there. Like somebody should be on the stairs.
Like shimmy the stairs so you can get back in the hill and like get the info at least. Like they had no info. They were playing. We've talked back and forth about this hill and like the situations around it, but they played tight. It didn't work out. They got insta broke, and then yeah.
Nah, getting insta broke with 2 entries is inexcusable. That is insane.
Yeah, that was definitely a big swing hill right there. Wrote that one down for sure because I don't know how Florida wasn't able to hold that one. Definitely think they need to get somebody up top there next time, work on that setup. And then we head into the P5. Love the rotational gunfights here from Standy. Just sound whoring the hell out of them, playing different off angles. It's really good plays out of him. They were able to lock down some pretty good time on this P5 and take the lead. And then as we go into a third set of chill, bro.
Shit, Chris.
And then we go into a third set of rotations. And this was really big. This P2 now. Vegas almost trolled here, man. So they get all the kills. Somebody's in the back, and it's TJ who gets on a point, but look how he plays it. He jumps on top of the flower plant. Yeah, and then he jumps on top of the flower plant. Look, he jumps on top. He dies. And now Clay's just left by himself. I just would have liked to see TJ just get behind the flower plant and just.
I agree with you, but I think Clayster's vape literally might have backfired on him because there was
smoked right there.
There was so much smoke on TJ's screen. You got to think Clay probably didn't see much either because of his grenade.
Yeah, like right there.
And
Clayster vape.
Clay would have called that out if he knew Brack was there. Like I feel like, or maybe I don't know. Maybe he did know. I don't know.
Actually, I don't mind the spot. It's like a different way to take the gunfight, especially with how his teammates were challenging it. He wanted to like kind of help out, but at the same time, it's just a safer play to be on the backside for sure.
They hang on.
No, he could have even played on like the front side, like at the off angle, like laying down. That guy in the truck couldn't see him.
Yeah, it's just annoying though, because like if there isn't someone Xbox, you could get like walk all the way up to the wall and just die for free, and that guy trucks that can't help you.
Yeah, but that's gonna do it for the Vegas Legion. Not sure what's going on with Don Dada there. You know what I mean? We might need
he said he was expelling the demons because no one was touching the hill.
We might need to slow it down. We might need to slow it down here from Don Dada. Look, look at the form there from Don Dada. Look at the form there.
Oh, this is doing him so wrong.
No, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous from Don Dada. That's gorgeous.
What is he doing right there? Like, what is that?
He's releasing the demons. He's releasing the demons, bro.
Prime sub on Twitch.tv.
He just drilled a hole through his desk. No bullshit.
What? Yo, come on, bro. What the hell?
He was playing the guitar at first.
Nah, that's the guitar.
Look, go back.
What was he?
You see what I'm talking about? I mean, he wasn't fucking beating it like Chris is saying.
Nah, what's wrong with y'all?
I never said that.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was playing the guitar. He was playing the guitar. Yeah, maybe he's playing the guitar a little bit.
Nah, yo, these flank boys is freaking.
Nah, that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
You're one to talk, brother. Come on, man.
They don't show the scoreboard,
Why is he
but
coming up, man? Why is he coming up right
any
there?
final thoughts on the map 2 with Vegas and Florida? Any final thoughts, guys? Any final thoughts at all? Slay, you got any final thoughts on these teams or what?
I mean, look, Tom.
I'm still here. Oh shit.
Florida are ass.
I love it. Pat got 4 things to say. Optic and FaZe are not in the series. Blow it up. Boys are dirt. Sell their spot.
Bro, listen, I've told you guys from the get-go, and
I'm very.
No. I'm very adamant. This isn't.
Jesus, what was that fucking noise?
I just don't feel that these bottom 4. Granted, Standy on Vegas now has maybe we're in a 9-team league. We'll be a little.
Vegas look good, Pat.
They'll
be a top 3 seed.
Yeah, but there's a honeymoon period. There always is for every team. But look, we'll say there's a 9-team league. I just feel like these bottom 3 teams are just the matches to me. Like, bro, I got Brack snaking, thinking he's selling him, but then not even challenging Clay, and the Clay is 30. And you're snaking him. Like, take the gunfight
down.
Here to defend himself.
I just don't think these bottom 3 teams are at this echelon of play that I could ever confidently watch them in a match and ever think they're gonna be a favorite.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Ben.
Ben, have the floor. Go ahead, Ben.
I'll say this, Pat. It's the same thing with London, bro. Florida's gone literally nowhere since the Mono for 2019 season.
Agree.
They've lost Big Wake. They've lost Skies. I mean, of the 4 players on this roster right now, can make a case that I don't know if any of them should continue next season. Like, to Chris's point, like, they need a big rethink in the offseason, find a full challengers team, and start building a project because it has not been good since that first year of the CDL.
Maybe
I
Keyfellow.
Absolutely agree.
Maybe Keyfellow. I think Fellow's got some good leadership, systematic things he could bring to a team.
Go W intangibles. I will say there's like definitely during the off seasons of when everyone's contracts aren't up, like, you know, like every 2 years when like literally everyone in the league's a free agent barring some like weird circumstance.
It starts now because people are on 3-year contracts.
Yeah, there's like there's like certain off seasons where like a lot of moves happen compared to like the +1 years where like you're gonna maintain your superstars.
Who are actually on 3 years?
I know Alec is. I don't know anyone else.
That's how I said it.
There's a couple other. I've been helping Jacob Hill, and I think he's going to put out an article at some point on sort of the current contract status of people. Some interesting developments there, but there are a couple of players that are on either 3 or 2+1 deals. But I feel you, Sam. Like, are you talking about like sort of Florida taking advantage of one of those kind of busier times and really actually making a play for people? I just don't see it.
If they have money to play with, I don't know if they do or not.
They don't have money to play with, bro. There's an organization that's failed to get people to their team last season because they didn't have the money to do it. It's like
no one has money to play with besides like 4 teams, bro.
They don't have the budget, and so to Chris's point, like I think they just got to blow it up, get a full challengers team, and let them cook.
Let them cook, bro.
Well, let's hop into the next series, man. We got Optic Texas going up against Boston Breach. We got Mercado Hardpoint, Hotel S&D, LSC Low Control, Hotel Hardpoint, Fortress Search and Destroy. Optic have been looking really, really good here, man. They've been really showing out. They've been playing really well. Any thoughts on the vetoes, Ben, Chris, Pat, Sam, E?
They're pretty straightforward, to be honest.
Pretty straightforward. You play them on either Mercado or Fortress guaranteed. Yep. And then the rest is just whatever the hell you feel like playing.
I have one nitpicky thing, which is I would love to have seen Optic play Expo in this series. I think Boston's a pretty good Asilo control team. And I know how that map worked out. We'll get to it. But I think for Optic, just want to see them at Expo in the pool. It will really help them going forward. We talk about, Sam, we were talking about during the watch party about the, like, if you're not in winners and you're in the grand final, not being deep in control kind of screws you because the other team's going to make your worst control map become map.
Did Optic veto Expo?
Yeah.
Yeah, they vetoed it.
Boston's like maybe one of, if not the best Asilo control teams. So the veto's like kind of tough. I think from Optic side, I think maybe they wanted to. Maybe they should have at least tried it, but
yeah,
like Boston, Toronto are like two insane Asilo control teams.
Maybe they were just like trying out their map pool. I feel like they're in a pretty good spot probably, and it was their last match. Yeah, and they were like, oh fuck it, let's just play some Asilo or something. See how we can if we can beat them on it.
Got 3-0 in 10 minutes.
That was insane what Ant did right here. This was insane. We go into a P4 rotation. Optic were able to change some hills here, but look at what Ant does here. He does a little jump glitch, the little quick mantle. Not a glitch, but he does the quick mantle jumps. Absolutely smokes him, smokes another guy. And then this spree continues as well. He gets 2 here. He finds another one here. Make that 3. Then he picks up the Scar, lay down cheeses, big wake. We'll see you later. How you doing? And then you see,
that is an insane sequence. Holy fuck.
Yeah, he was absolutely just pissing on him right there. And after that, I mean, they were able to lock down a lot of P4 time here. That just really built onto their lead that they had. And then obviously Boston, they're just fighting from the. Obviously, they're getting absolutely smoked here. We're going to a next to the rotation. We're going to a P6. Not really too sure what's going on here. Nero was able to find one, but they didn't have any trophies down. So he ends up getting naded out.
What is Ant doing?
Well, what did he do? Let me see.
That's a crazy quarter.
Which one? Oh, the one.
Does he see? Does he know the 6 is there? He must not have. There's no way he knew he was there.
Wait, who? Ant?
Yeah.
He's just playing middle. Yeah.
He's just like look how he plays this. I guess there's just no way he knew what Beans was
I think he's just maybe waiting to play. I don't think he knew he was there.
Even then though, like you got to try.
Nah, he didn't know. He didn't know he was there.
There's no way he knew he was here. But even then, I think you still have to be a little bit more proactive. I like to play on the spawn, like him not knowing Beans is here. I think this is the proper play.
Yeah.
But since he didn't know, it just looks way worse than I think.
I understand what he's trying to do. He's the guy in the pins. He's trying to play the guy off spawn. Once he kills that guy, he collapses on hill with numbers. You know what I mean?
It looks way worse than it is because he didn't know Beans was there.
Yeah, no, 100%. Optic were actually able to get into the P6 at the very end, but it was actually the second rotation where things get a little interesting. But let's tune into the listening with Optic Texas and see how the boys are sounding.
I don't think he's pitching.
One guy's
no pitching.
All right, that's fine.
We're going.
They have a setup.
One guy's barber truck and one guy's trucks. Where's barber truck? I need it. In loading Nero. That's the guy barber truck. He went barber truck now.
I hit him with the nade.
Barber truck. What's your barber truck with it? That's barber truck. The background truck is bricks probably. Push up behind you, Tim, by the way. You should run.
Gate got me.
Gate dead. Gate one shot.
He's still trucks. Barber truck.
Where's barber truck? Yeah, barber truck points me. Barber truck's one shot dead. Let's get behind me, bricks. Behind me in small. He's in small. I swear to God. He's in small. Up himself. Your guys' gate. I agree from the right, Dan. He's gonna be in small room. He's in small room.
They're gonna hit the road.
Dead.
They're gonna hit the road.
I'm one shot. You shouting me? I'm one shot. Yeah, small, Brandon.
Mid dead.
Everyone gets on hold.
No, mid up.
One more gold. You're the
Where's
There's one in 10 still.
No. There's one in P7.
I can get an initial. One guy's mid cut. Gate. On the fruit. You got it in now.
Stay down on time.
One guy's loading.
I have your left. I have your dark.
They're gonna be mid cut on me. Watch on mid. I have my own mid cut. Every dark, brother. Okay.
The one guy's
on me like P7 or some shit. I think they're going gate heavy. Look at dark. If he dies, I'll back up. I'll back up. Two bricks. Okay. Look at my OB.
All right, good comms. They're all talking with each other. Felt like everybody was active. What did you guys think? I thought they sounded good.
I mean, sound good for a team that's up by 200, like over 100 points.
Yeah, no, they're feeling themselves for sure. I mean, we get into to a second set of rotations. Boston, they actually get a pretty nice break here on the P3. I think it started with a streak. You see how they set it up, but they have they actually 2 players from Optic with Shotzi and Hook. They just went a little bit too rogue on the rotation. They pushed out a little bit. They get spawned out. Shotzi's end up coming off spawn. He finds one, but the streak comes down, and Boston was able to get in there. I was wondering maybe Boston was able to make a comeback here. They were able to make this map a little bit closer.
W streak, by the way.
Good streak. I like how they set it up.
I don't like that streak. I was kidding.
Well, I actually like. But Chris, at least when they streaked, look at how they were set up though. They're set up perfectly right now.
This is funny.
Wait, why didn't you like this streak?
Wait, but what do you mean? This is Beans' streak. They have the guy in the hill. They're not even like set up yet. They're all off. Wait,
yeah, but they got 2 kills as he called it in though.
Oh, well, that's just unfortunate timing. I just like to mess around with it because he didn't get anything. He didn't get anything with it.
I mean, I don't always feel like you need to get kills with a streak for it to be like a good streak.
Yeah, useful. Yeah, well, most of the time you're not gonna get a kill. It's gonna get fucking trophy system.
Yeah, you get 12% of the kill, 12% of the time to be precise.
I just like that they actually pinched the hill and got every angle and got to the hill before they just used a streak instead of just streaking off spawn and nobody even being close, like just like a useless streak. I thought it was pretty
100%.
good. And then obviously Boston, they get a lot of time there, and then we go into the final hill. And I really like the plays here from Dan Ghosty. It starts with Bruce. He's going to be pushed up green. He's trying to stay alive. It's a good play by him. But take a look at the mini map. Take a look at that number 1. It's Dan Ghosty, who's playing in a little corner here. And I just like the way he plays this. He's pushed out. He's going to hold all the cross through the front. Obviously, Dashy, he was playing his life shots. He was some really big 2 pieces there. I'm sorry, it was actually before this where Dan makes the play. It was right here.
Shit.
Dan makes a really big play right here. He's in a corner. You can see him just camping. He gets here early. 2 go down for Optic, but take a look at the plays here from Dan Ghost. He finds one, smokes him off the back heady. That was insane. Yeah, that was a scar right there. We might need to watch that one again. Hold on a second. Look at this. Did he get sniped or what? Because holy hell. Good plays from Dan Ghosty. He gets the 2-piece, and then after that pretty much opens it up. Brucey's able to push out green and push out the cuts, and Optic Texas were able to hold on and win the map number 1. We'll take a look at the final scoreboard. Big Brucey had a really good day today. 24 and 15 from him. He's the only one positive for Optic Texas for the W today. Only one positive. Any final thoughts on a map 1, folks?
I like the evolution of this Optic team in terms of the way they'd like to play hardpoint now. I feel like there's way more contribution from both of the ARs in the hill time. I feel like before when the roster first joined, it was just Dan, just every time getting all the hill time. Now you see both Dan and Dashy playing a lot more around the hill and getting a lot of the objective time and sharing it. And then on top of that, just don't want to glaze too hard, but I feel like Shotzi's been a lot more tame. I feel like we used to kind of harp on him as a player in terms of like making risky plays. And I think he's finally starting to find that balance of like, still being able to show off his individual talent, but also like playing a little bit safer and not like running into trouble too much.
Yep. Yeah, Pat, what do you think? Pat, what do you think about how good Optic's been at hardpoint lately?
I mean, I'll be honest. I think it bro, Hugh's performance has been absurd. We haven't seen Hugh play this well.
He's been doing it consistently too, like every match.
Yep.
I think it's a major factor because we literally haven't seen him play this well in a long time, in my opinion. So I think, I don't want to say it's like an anomaly, but I think if he's not playing that well, I don't think they're doing that good. But I mean, he is. So I think they look good. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I mean, I didn't think they were going to struggle with Breach by any means.
Best hardpoint team in the game right now, bro.
If Kyler don't play like that, they're not playing like that. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I think the reality is Kyler could show up and have like a 0.8 like he did, a couple events ago. And yeah, they struggle to win hardpoints. I fully believe that's a possibility.
I mean, their pace though right now is insane. Yeah, I mean that's with anybody. I mean, anybody can go to an event, get smoked and lose.
We've talked about how influential subs are, and it's like when your sub is literally your lead slayer basically across the board. Like when he's putting up like Pred style numbers, like they're gonna be able to win respawns. Like that's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely on board with you. I need to like see if they're gonna keep this level up at LAN, because if they do, Like, because they well, that's what I'm saying. They showed out, they got second, but I don't think anyone had them placing that well at that tournament with the way they were playing online
here, bro?
And then they come back, you know, they keep the ball rolling, and now it's like, now we expect it. Like the way these guys have been playing this entire split, I feel like we expect them to place well, if not like make the final with the way they've been playing. It's kind of how like Ultra last split was looking insane. We expected them to make it really far, if not make the final. Now it's the same thing for Optic, but my thing is, can Hook keep up this level of consistency for this team? Because he's been looking ridiculous. I'm on that same boat, Pat, where I'm not sure yet, but I think it's very possible.
I just think when you look at Hook and Shotzi, just like the pace that they're playing at right now, like they are definitely got to be annoying to play against, regardless of what you see in the stat sheet. Like just playing against them is probably annoying, like really fucking annoying.
Even Scrappy was on the watch party, and he's been saying that every time they play him, it just feels like he's suffocated, basically.
And I don't know what the hell Boston was doing here, bro. Nobody's watching their back. Look, Dan Ghosty clutches a 1v3, 15 seconds left. He crouch walks around the back, finds one, finds two, plants the bomb, and then just finds the third camp in a corner. I don't even know why Beans tried to hop here. He tried to make the play and get a little ninja defuse, but Ghosty, he checks the bomb, he takes him down. Big plays coming out of Dan. It's a nice little 1v3 early on. Hop to the next round. Optic, they win a defense, pretty comfortable, nothing too much to see there. I think Optic might have trolled their setup a little bit here. Bomb goes down. I think some of the players from Optic go a little rogue here. Brucey, he was playing a late flank, but I think Hook should play a corner here. He definitely tries to make a play because they were in a 3v4 situation. So I think Hook just tried to do something there after Brucey died. But I think Hook maybe play a little bit tighter there. I feel like once Hook died, this whole setup was absolutely chalked. And Boston was able to retake this one.
Tom, they have like a habit on these B executes that they really want to chill the guy back door. I think Collar trying to go cat because they know guy's side door and they want to chill the guy back door and then just kind of play that space. But I just feel like even in the 3v4, he needs to try and stay alive as cat as long as possible and trust his teammates. To get the trades, kind of toss his life away.
Yeah, I don't mind him pinching cat. I don't think he timed it the right way though. He tries to do it too early, I think. He tries to do it with like 30 seconds left. Like if he gave it a few more time, like a few more seconds, just waiting for them to like run underneath him. Like I just don't. I think his timings were a little off there.
Hurt him. The Kremp turns, like he gets called out.
Yeah, he might have hurt him.
I don't know if number 7 saw him cross the hallway, but they knew that he was cat.
And then we get into the next round. I thought Beans was gonna 1v3 here for a second. I mean, you can see it's a 1v3. Beans, he's playing the corner here. He ends up challenging the bomb site. He takes him down, shoots Shotzi. He almost kills Hook there. If he would have killed Hook, he might have been able to do this, but 1v2 situation, 15 seconds left on the clock. Beans, he lays those shots down, and Hook, he's able to find the kill. He wins the 1v1, so the bomb defuse comes in. Fantastic plays coming there from Optic Texas. And then I like the play here from Ant. I thought this was a really good play from Ant. He ends up playing a corner here in the middle of the map, and I just feel like he delays Awakening over towards the mid-map or hot tub. He delays the hell out of him, man. He just plays with him. Look, then he jumps here. Awakening sees him. He's jumping around. Now Awakening has to chase him. I mean, by the time Awakening is done chasing Shotzi, it's already over. The round is already over. The time is already out. And, yeah, Awakening just... I thought Shotzi's making good plays, just staying alive there. Buying some time and using the clock to his advantage. Big Wake, he can't get the retake. He goes down. It's 4-2. Then we get into this round. Dashy, big two-piece here. He ends up rushing top bed by himself. Nobody's here by the B side. It's just him. He finds one at the Kremp. He whips around. Nero, he tries to chow this, and he gets taken down as well by Dashy with that scar. Hitting the crack games, a quick 4v2 as Dashy was able to find a couple kills there. Quick round for Optic Texas as they go up 5-2. And in this round, I think Kremp was able to find a couple kills. He was moving. He found some good timings here. Boston was able to get one more round on the board before Optic was able to close it out. It was honestly Optic with a nice retake here. And we can kind of see how they were able to do it. Boston, they go to get the bomb down. Dashy gets a nice snipe onto Nero. Now it's a 4v2 situation. And I like the routes here from Optic. They end up playing through mid. Dashy's going to slow play his side. And look at the shot here from Dan Ghosty. See you later. What gun was that, Sam? What gun was that? I didn't even see.
Sorry, I was blinking Tom.
I didn't see what gun that was right there. I didn't see.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll keep it going. I wasn't sure. Ghosty, 11-4, man. This guy's getting comfortable, man. I see you nodding your head. I feel like Dan Ghosty has really gotten comfortable with this team. I know I've been saying that in the last couple episodes, but he seems like he's really starting to fit in with these guys. I feel like when he was first on the team, he was just throwing trophies and sitting hills. Now he's like actually challenging people and playing with some aggression. I feel like it's good to see.
I think it's just confidence.
I think
confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dan's been playing really well as of late, which is nice to see for Optic, because when you get to LAN, get to champs, you're gonna need all 4 players. Brian, we should have a conversation on Boston. Like, I just feel like, especially in the hard points, this stage, it's like they're kind of just spinning the wheels, and they haven't really improved from the last major. I'm not expecting a lot from them potentially from this next major, and I want to see an improvement in Major 5, because I feel like Ben Beans has definitely helped kind of normalize their search game. I think their S&D is really good. Their control's actually really good. But they've gotten like worse at hardpoint with him on the team, I think. I don't know if that's just agreed. I don't know if that's just like teams getting ahead of them, or Ben's just been really uncomfortable in the hardpoint. I'm not really sure which of the two it is.
So far ahead you can get in this game, bro. Like,
what about no Vivid?
Yeah, I think Vivid was a big loss for them too in the hard point. Vivid added a lot of pace, bro. Vivid was like the point 8. He was straight impact, bro.
They were losing hard points with Reese though. Like, that's like,
yeah, but I'm saying I don't feel like they've gotten better, like in hard points specifically. Like, you know what I mean? That was my argument. Is like,
I'm saying take the Kremp part out. I'm talking about in terms of Ben, because I think Ben's been really good in control for them. I mean, we're watching this map right now. Like,
and Ghosty again.
I think maybe
Island players in search, but I'm curious what you think, Chris, about her.
I think in terms of the comfortability factor, maybe they brought in Kremp. Like, maybe they had some internal issues with Vivid, sure, but at the same time, like, maybe they brought in Kremp because Kremp and Beans were that, you know, Boston Academy duo, and maybe if, you know, Beans was not comfortable and felt like, you know, there was something missing in the team, and they got Kremp, maybe they thought that would help Beans perform better. Because I said it when they got their placement at the major, I'm like, yeah, they've looked better since bringing in Beans, and yeah, they got that placement, but like, I don't feel like this team is still that good. I feel like they have those moments where like Awakening isn't playing too well sometimes, or Beans is not playing well at all, and then like they just rely heavily on like Nero to just pop off. I feel like
say something.
Go ahead.
And you guys are gonna think I'm trolling, but hear me out.
Shit.
Beans runs an AR. And on the Boston Academy right now, there's someone that's running an AR. Wait.
What the fuck am I hearing right now?
You're telling me that if Doug Sensor Martin came in the CDL right now, I would
love it. I would love it.
I
would love it, bro. I would love that though.
I would actually guarantee you that he would fry in his first series. I guarantee
farming wugs, bro. I'm not like,
I know, I'm dead, bro. Listen, the thing is, bro, like someone like Doug, bro, he lives for the moment.
Yeah, he does, bro.
I feel like that would be the moment. Like, obviously, Beans is struggling a little bit on this roster. He obviously has.
He's struggling just in the hard point.
I'm saying, like,
Kremp
Doug
was
obviously
frying,
loves
bro.
Kremp. Yeah, Kremp's frying. Doug loves Kremp. Bro, I'm just saying it may be a temporary. Yeah, it might be an experimental thing. Bro, listen, you don't know Doug like I know Doug. I feel like he would live for this moment and he would show up.
What does that mean?
Like, I feel like he would seize the opportunity. Like, you've never teamed with him, so you wouldn't understand. But me and Doug, we won championships.
He won a championship.
That's the greatest team.
Not plural.
Singular, I also won a chip with Doug.
Yeah,
bro.
And it was against Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh man, come on, bro. For real?
I'm just saying. I think.
Wait. Is that when you guys got the bomb glitch? Wait, hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Is that when y'all got the bomb? Hold on.
All I know is we won 2 best of 5s.
Nah.
Wait, that's typical.
Nah, know what's funny? Chris knows that
map 5 and map 5.
Chris knows that event was absolute cheese. He got so blessed, so
Came
lucky.
From losers bracket, 1 2 best of 5.
Brother, we literally had the trophy.
Damon's always in here, bro.
We had the trophy, and we went to go plant the bomb, and we couldn't plant the bomb. Do you guys remember the ghost plant glitch? The ghost plant. Bro, we were about to win it, bro.
Doug's in chat.
Doug, what's good, duo?
Yeah, we need to get Doug in here, bro.
I agree, Pat. I think Doug should.
Nah, we got the plant glitch cheese.
I'm not even trolling. I think it would be a nice little break for Beans to recoup, regain.
He already need a break. He just got here.
I mean, but he's
his third day out here.
But he's having. I mean, he's just
his third qualifier.
Doug said it's not my time. What? Doug, it's always your time.
Nah, I think they'll get maybe your time.
Out here, I don't know.
Dude,
That's so funny.
Nah, you're welcome, though, Chris. You could take that championship. I mean, the bomb glitch just literally handed you a trophy. You know what I mean? It's all good, though.
About time I got blessed.
But we'll head into the overtime here. This is where Boston just put the nail on the coffin here. They ended up spawn trapping Optic Texas pretty bad here in this final round. And Optic Texas, they were just losing their lives. You can already see with 15 seconds left. They only have 15 lives left. In Boston, they have 24. Again, Boston just so much pressure. Nero 33 and 26, Kremp 38 and 29. They were all over the spawn in the LSCLO control. They were all over the map. Good map win from Boston. We'll take a look at the final scoreboard. Obviously, Kremp and Nero doing their thing, but we can head into the fourth and final map as we head into
32 non-traded 4.1.
Yeah,
Kremp
no,
was having
he
his
was
way,
having.
What role he? What he used?
The best.
Sam, you literally had a 3.0 last week, bro.
Yeah, but that's because he's different. Like, he's different.
Nah, facts. That's because you're him. Yeah, you're him, bro. You're him.
Like, see, anyone could do it with the Vaz. Like, doing it with the AR is hard, bro. That's typical.
Yeah, and then we get in.
Y'all suck at me.
Then we get into the hotel hardpoint. I really liked how Optic played this this final rotation here, this P6, because the streak comes in from Boston. And after the streak comes in, Shotzi, he ends up streaking back. And when Shotzi streaks back, I just like the play from Hook here. To just push up, be a nuisance. Like, he pushes out this back spawn. He's able to find two. And they're able to save, like, some of his 30 seconds. It's just a really good play from Hook.
Taking advantage of the Clayster vape smoke.
Yeah,
exactly.
he was taking advantage.
Smoke, dude.
He was taking advantage for sure.
His POV looks like he's in actual war while running through that fucking area of the map.
Dude, the map's out, so I can, like, you know, my team was metagaming fucking Fortress Control, trying to figure out how to get out of a spawn trap, right? And we came to the conclusion, if there's no trophies on P5 on Fortress, we would streak it and try to cross.
It's good work. Good play.
It actually works too. That's the funniest shit. Like, that sounds super troll, but the streak smoke in this game is literally that good.
And then look at the plays here from Kyler going into the P1. So you can see Kyler now, right? He's by Jules, but look at the route he takes off his spawn. I just thought the way Kyler played this whole P1 and going into the P2 was flawless. He ends up pinching out the P2 spawn. So right here, he's trying to flip, which he somewhat does. He somewhat gets the flip. He collapses on hill. He finds a kill, but instead of jumping towards the hill and playing a trade, he backs up and he stays alive here. I've been trying to teach this to the ponies. I've been trying to teach these guys, but they just don't want to stay alive here by P2.
You want to know what's absurd, though? The fact that other guy didn't spawn bed.
I mean, Kyler continues, and then look what Kyler does. He gets another one, right? Pops a dead silence, and he's just able to stay alive here. He's able to get to the back. By the time he gets here, he wins another 1v1. And now, look, not only was Optic able to get some time in that P1, but they also have P2 spawns now because Kyler was able to just stay alive for the whole P1. They end up getting the trade here from Big Brucey, boom, and they lock down a big P2 here. And they build their lead a little bit. So just really, really big plays coming in from Kyler. And then I like the break here from Optic Texas going into the P3. I'm not even too sure what the heck happened here. Boston's obviously here early. It looks like Nero tried to go a little bit rogue. He ended up running out the side. They're all challenging Dashy. Why are they all challenging Bruce in court? Why is Boston all tweaking, bro? They're tweaking, bro. They're all challenging Big Bruce. They're geeking. They're tweaking. But I just definitely think right there, if you're Boston Breach, man, stay on the hill, play some corners, throw some snakes. Don't push out and chow until you get the kills. Instead, they skip a step. They try to chow Big Brucey. Bruce is going to punish them for it. He finds two, and that's going to open it up for Hook and the sub players and Dashy to get in there and work some trades. So again, they build on to their lead. Really good break coming out of Optic. And then this was a setup that I think Optic might have trolled a little bit here. We go into the P4 and just to kind of see how it all plays out. Optic was here early, but I definitely think right here, Optic should just slow play. I think it was Kyler who goes a little rogue bed. Yeah, he starts running around bedroom and he gets caught. I think if Kyler just plays a corner there, plays some kills, especially with Shotzi playing couch, they might have been able to work with each other a little bit there. But Kyler, he dies. Shotzi obviously dies. That's going to open up the front in Boston. They were able to break on in. Only reason why I wrote that down is because if Boston was able to lock down a lot of time here, they would have been able to bring this one back. But a little bit of a mistake, but didn't really mean too much as we head over into the last and final hard point where Optic were just able to flood and work some trades and get the W. So Optic, they stayed ahead of the game, stayed ahead of the rotations. Fantastic series from them today. They end up winning the series 3-1. They're 5-0 in this stage. I think a lot of people are saying they were the best team this stage. So really excited to see what this team can do on LAN. You can see the frustrations coming in from the Boston Breeze. And on the other side for Optic, it's all laughs, all giggles. They're having a good time. Take a look at the final scoreboard. Shotzzy 27-26. Hook 25-24. Brucey continuing to shine 28-21. Ghost the only one negative, but they did what they had to do. They got the job done. On the other side, Big Wake, he needs some help from his teammates. He was the only one showing out. And Nero was there too, trying to help him out, but definitely need Kremp and Beans to step up in that one. Any final thoughts on the series, guys? Any final thoughts at all? Thought Optic looked good?
Yeah, Optic looked great.
Best team in the game right now.
Yeah, Optic are, I think, the clear favorites right now for the major. And Boston just still not sure what to think of this team, man. They have the talent to be really good. They obviously got a placing well at the last major, but they're a little stuck. Maybe it's just an online COD thing. Maybe they'll play good when we get to LAN. We'll see.
Yep.
Boston or Optic went 15-3, which is the third best qualifier map record in CDL history.
They also lost 2 controls.
Damn. Wait, what's number 1?
FaZe, I would assume.
They didn't lose a map?
Or they lost 2 maps.
Didn't FaZe
One
have
of them might have been Toronto Ultra in Cold War, where they went like 5-0 as well.
I think they lost 3. I think FaZe lost 2 maps in Cold War.
Damn.
Yeah.
15-2 FaZe.
That's simple, yeah, bro. Optic looks fucking fantastic right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's hop into the next one. Shout out to Optic. We'll see what they do moving forward. Obviously, Boston Breeze, they got some things to work on, but we'll see what happens in the future. Let's move on.
They still got another match, right? Versus,
yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow they play, I think. We'll obviously get the predictions at the end after this series. This series wasn't very long. This was a DoorDash challenge for the Seattle Surge against Atlanta FaZe. We start things off on a Hydro, Hardpoint, Fortress Search, LSC Control, Embassy, Hardpoint, Embassy, S&D. Any thoughts on the videos?
Get ready to learn X Defiant. What is happening with our boy Austin?
Yeah, he's having a hard time. He's having a hard time getting killed.
Vetoes, bro.
No, we gotta talk about the vetoes, bro. Go back, Tom. Charlie has vetoes from FaZe. We know Seattle's double Mercado. They do that in every series.
This has to be a map count thing or a map pool thing.
I don't know what FaZe's thought process was with these vetoes.
This is a map pool thing.
Their team A, they get rid of Fortress Hardpoint. Understandable, but they pick Hydro. Interesting choice. And then the S&Ds, they get rid of a Silo. I know Seattle's decent at Silo, but they left Fortress in and it got picked on them. A map that they banned a lot. Then they banned Hotel Control to go play a Silo. I'm very curious.
Wait, they might be working on their map pool here, but also they know
the only thing that makes sense.
No, but here's the thing. Also, they know that Seattle usually gives them a good fight. Granted, they've been able to come out. They came out on top the last time. They maybe just want to try a different map pool versus this team because it's always close, and maybe they're like, oh, maybe we should just mix up the maps.
Playing the other team's better maps doesn't sound like a
hey, listen, I don't know. I'm just
I don't know what was going on
there.
there.
Got slammed, bro.
Austin is on the team. There's no way they're not thinking about the vetoes, bro.
But why are they?
Conclusion is testing maps.
But why would they test maps if they can't win a hard point?
I have no idea.
Because they're already in winners.
They need to figure out how to.
They don't care.
Wait, but Ben, are all the seeds like locked in like at this point or no? Like for at least
no,
the FaZe would play.
Like us, Vegas, and someone else are still like playing for like 2 through 4 or something like that.
I don't know, bro. There's just no way you practice modes like that. So like, bro, Atlanta FaZe probably knew that they were gonna lose the series then, like going into it. Because they fucking can't win a hard point regardless, and then they're gonna play Seattle's best. Like,
I understand testing the hard, like trying to figure out the hard point thing, but the S&D veto genuinely doesn't make sense to me.
Bro, but the hard point thing, they just don't know how to play it fundamentally correct. It's not about a map. They just suck at hard point. Motherfuckers got 8 kills.
They can't.
Respectfully,
I think a couple of things.
8 is insane, though.
I think with the veto situation with this team, like I don't think they really care who they play in winners round 1. They're locked in the winners, so they don't care if they're first seed, 8th seed, whatever. But I agree. I think the more egregious thing is the S&D vetoes, especially because they end up being team A in this series. You're not going to get your best S&D because you're not picking the second map, and they're letting Fortress get picked on them. Seattle, we know Pred's 99 on that map. I just don't quite understand the decision from FaZe today on that. He's giving Seattle a great
just to talk about the map a little bit. Seattle was able to get a lot of time, a lot of scrap time on that P3 pushing through the front, but the whole time they were able to hold on to those P4 spawns. And this is where Seattle.
So quick with this.
Yeah, he has somebody who's making memes for him. And shit.
Come on, bro.
You know what I mean? But
nah, that's fucked up, bro.
Really like the way Seattle was able to chain a couple hills here. They chained the P3 over to the P4. They were able to build some time here. And then we go into a Atlanta FaZe listening. I definitely want to tune into the Atlanta FaZe listening and see how the boys were sounding. There's a few things in the second rotation I want to talk about, but let's tune in to listening and see how they sound.
One time, Boston. Yeah. One time. From B2. I'm trying to come up here. I'm from B2 this time. Don't still broken, bro. Outlaw, Pred. Pushing out. He's going P1. He's in P1. Yeah, P1. I'm trying to play this guy broken, guys. He's mid dump. Come up here. I'm taking the water. Dump still. He's mid dump, guys. Dump P1. Dump Heady. Trying to come up here right also. Dump Heady, weak. Dante. He's behind me, P1, guys. Don't make it. Still P1. I know. I was looking for him. Dump Heady, Dante. Ready still? That's fine. That's hard shot, dump. Try to get this guy dump. Need it. In our P3, guys, Fred, just sitting there. I think we might as well. Yeah, dump. Still mid dump. Yeah. Dump, one shot, bro. Chilling. I'm trying to pressure. I'm trying to shot. Dump Heady, one shot. Not seeing him. I'm seeing him. Definitely here. Dead. Nothing dump now, Dante. I should have. Yeah, dump. Double shot. On the top dome on me. Top dome. I'm staying out. Top dome on me. Shot me. One shot. Top dome, I'm dead. Let's just get runes. He's still right somewhere on me. One's nice time on me, I think. Probably don't. I'll just show these. Let's just get runes. I don't need to. Maybe swimming right. Runes, one shot, Dante. 3 on time. I'm picking up. Dante's hitting on the right. One's going dome fast. Where'd you? I spawned old. He's gonna be in the back. I spawned on old, bro.
I want to pause it there because I love how Seattle played that. That was flawless right there. Maybe a little bit of mistake there from FaZe. First of all, Sib is literally pissing on him. Sib was like 8 spree. Sib was on an 8 spree. They could not kill him the whole listening. Really big plays coming in from Sib there. He was going crazy. But love the way Seattle played this. Off that P2, look what happens when they get 2 kills, right? They get the 2 kills, and as soon as the B, I don't even think a BZ should be pushing this, to be honest. But as soon as he goes down, look at those white arrows. They do not hesitate. They push forward, and with 5 seconds left, look at where those spawns come in. Atlanta FaZe end up spawning out. Granted, they did hold on to it a little bit. But let's tune into the listening with Seattle Surge and see how they sound.
Went to window, I think. Okay, and one's head good jump 2 blocks in time. MC on time. He wants. One top window. I need to tap window. Let's get time. I'm challenging for pound. Go down there. Okay. He's pipes right now. Okay, I'll kill pipes. I don't see him pipes. One more pipes. They're going in. Yeah, I'm swimming away. One was pipes. I'm playing D beach. One on old. Okay, I'm playing D beach. Alright, Celine's on old. Celine's P1. Celine's P1. One's old. Okay, I'm playing deep bench. We spawned out. They're gonna be flooding P1, guys. They're flooding P1. Benches. One's P1.
I'll play some Sib here.
One's deep bench. I'm with you. I'm on shot. They're going big cut weak. He's going open it. Open it. In the back. Hit him with the nade. I'm holding outer. He's outer. Nice, I'm running up. I'm outer. Okay, 1P1 and 1 again. One P1, go. Open. Outer. We blocked. Yeah, I'm about the back.
All right, it's good to do it for the listening. Thought their listening was great. A lot of energy, a lot of small talk, and I love the way they break that hill. First of all, Dante getting to that P4 really early, able to find a couple kills here. That was a really, really big play from Dante. And then I love the play from Lamar when the streak comes in to pick up outer. That way, nobody who's sitting on the rock can just hit outer and jump through those windows. He was able to find 2 as the streak comes down, and they get a clean break on the P4. They're able to lock down some time before heading over to the P5, where they're able to pretty much build their lead and almost get close to closing it out. But at this point in time, this is all Seattle Surge. What's up, Ian?
Oh, no, dude, I don't know what's wrong with Austin. Like on a serious note, I feel like something's been off with his gameplay. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
He tweeted after the series that apparently he's been sick. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I mean, you look at sort of his performance so far. The stage been okay in Surge. Control's actually been good. That was actually a struggle game.
Shots from Lamar there
last stage, but I think with this hard point switch up, him getting into this sort of role where I think he's just kind of either soaking hill or hard blocking. I think he's just giving himself bad timings. not letting his ones. And we know with Austin also, he's not someone that's gonna crank the headsets on EQ. He's been on that thing for a minute, so I think he's got to figure out his individual game to kind of help them out.
Yeah, he ended off 8 and 25, so definitely not a good map from Austin. On the other side, 31 and 17 from Sib. He played incredible. 25 and 18 from Mac, 23 and 22, 18 and 18 from Lamar. Everybody pulling weight in the damage. Seattle Surge look really strong in the first hardpoint. Any final thoughts on map 1, guys, as we head into the map number 2, S&D?
This is not looking good after FaZe lost the first map, yeah.
Yeah, definitely FaZe got to work on their hardpoint. I know Seattle was always a tough match. I mean, this is why I went with Seattle yesterday when we did the predictions. I just feel like Seattle always plays these guys tough, regardless of what the record has been. I know FaZe is 3-1. You were talking before. It doesn't matter to me. I just feel like every time they play this team, there's just something about it. Matchups. I mean, Sam, you were talking about it a little bit during the watch party, but there's definitely matchups in COD, bro. Like some players are just good against other players. You know what I mean?
100% there is.
But just to get into the S&D a little bit, Seattle, they rush playing off the rip. They get a nice round on the board. And then I like what FaZe do in this round. In the 2v1 situation, they end up bringing the bomb over towards the B side on this one. So Mac, he's got a little bit of work to do. He had to rotate over. I like the rotation from FaZe. 1-1 round. This is where BZ just goes absolutely rogue. I mean, this guy's a first blood machine, dude. He always
the first 4, or I think the first 4.
He got the first 4 bloods of the first 4 rounds. And it's right here. Somebody opens the door from him. A BZ throws the nade, and then he chows off the nade. So just a really good strat there from Atlanta FaZe as they were able to find one. And then it's a BZ again who starts working towards the back. He's going to jump the corner, takes down Lamar. Really big plays coming out of Abe. Then he jumps the corner, finds another one onto Dante. I mean, this guy has been unbelievable for Atlanta FaZe. Really big round here from a BZ. And then obviously they close the round out. They go up 2-1. And then it's a BZ once again with the first blood. And just the way he's playing it, he's just jumping back and forth. That way, you know, if he stands still, he can't get picked. But just making sure nobody's able to hop up through these windows. He's able to find one. He lays down here as well. And he's able to find a second onto Sib. So really, really good plays coming out of Abe as they go up. But after this round, this is where things start to get interesting. Atlanta FaZe, they go up 3-1. Seattle, they end up playing an offense. They spread the map. They just work picks on this offense. There's nothing too crazy. They just get to A. It was more of a default round. They end up working some picks, and AG goes absolutely crazy here. I think he ends up finding one here. Boom, on the stairs. And then he turns the corner as well. It's going to make it a 3v1. Big plays here. AG was on that A bomb site going nuts all map long. Get into the 3-2 round. Big plays again here from AG. Check out the plays. Seattle, they try to blind counter the A plant. It's Simp and a BZ who find 2. It's a 4v2 in favor of FaZe, but AG finds 2. Then he takes down Celium, finds 3. So a big 3-piece coming in from Pred there. It's what he does. Then he picks up the 4th. He gets the ace on the round. Fantastic plays from him. We're all tied up at 3. Then Seattle, they try to do a little A rush here. AG once again gets pushed up on the A bomb site, and just see the angles he plays. He takes down one onto Slasher, jumps the corner, takes down Abe. Fantastic plays coming out of Pred. He's back at it again on this A site, just letting him have it. Really good plays there. And then we get into the 3-4 round. Thought Simp did a great job this round. Bomb's going to go down. Seattle does find a couple picks. It's a 2v4 situation in favor of the Seattle Surge. It's Celium who's able to find one, and Simp pops the daddy, makes the heads-up play, able to find 2. Mac almost turns and burns there. Almost was able to get the kill there. And then Simp, he's left in a 1v1 by himself, going up against AG. And you can see Simp, he's going to rotate over towards the side door, take down another one. Really big plays. That's 3 on the round from him. Big plays coming out of Simp. Then we get into the round 9. Pretty default round here. AG's going to camp rail. Seattle's going to plant the bomb. Abe, he was able to find a first blood onto that site, but it's these corners and rails that just give FaZe a hard time. Seattle, they end up just playing corners here. They end up finding a couple kills. And AG, he's able to make some plays here, get the information from his teammates. And it's a pretty clean round from Seattle Surge. Just a clean offense. And then we obviously go into a defense for Seattle. And Atlanta FaZe, they try and make a play towards the B side, but Seattle with a little bit of a blind counter here. Simp tries to go rogue. BZ jumps out of double windows. I mean, this was just an insane strat from Atlanta FaZe. I'm not sure what they were trying to do right there.
Blind counter, bro. They got double stacked on. 2 people hit out dub, I'm pretty sure. Or like front dub.
Yeah. Somebody said a 1v1 by himself. That's kind of how it works. Yeah, it's a good point, Chico. It's a really good point. But yeah, nah, really, really good plays from Seattle. They end up blind countering Atlanta FaZe there. FaZe definitely tried to go rogue there and try and make something happen. But Pred, 13-6.
Started off with he was at when the score was 3-1, he had 1 kill.
Yeah, nah, dude. When he only had 1 kill, bro, he just turned up for like the whole second half of the match.
I think I might be #1 in fantasy now.
Think so,
Fred
Slay?
finally showed out for he got hella points in this match. He was like plus 25. Standy's been popping off. Like, I'm looking good, Tom. I'm looking good for fantasy. Ben was trying to catch me this season because I know he was a little salty about last season.
Treat saying Ben's in hell right now.
Yeah, no way.
Ben, you're not looking too good in fantasy at the moment.
I'm on like 7th or 8th spot. What are you talking about?
No, they just talk about how FaZe is playing.
No way, dude.
What does that have to do with me?
I know. This is what Streets was saying. I mean,
talking about the streets, Ben.
Yeah, talking about the streets, Ben. Nobody's saying it here. It's just the streets.
Yeah, no, not here.
I don't know what streets you're listening to.
You know what I mean? Then we get into the control. I mean, there's not really too much to say about the LSCLO control. FaZe get absolutely dismantled in the control, bro. I mean, Seattle win a really quick offense. They get the 8-point. And just to see how they were able to get B, I mean, they just rotate back through their green and through their white. They get the kills. Simp is here by himself. They get the trades. And then they end up pinning him back. Once this guy dies on the pinch, it's Slasher who's trying to make a play. Really good plays from Sib to turn around and pick that up. He ends up tagging him up, and Matt gets the trade. And now FaZe are obviously in a funnel. AG, he's going to make the play. That's 2 dead. Quick round for Seattle. Quick offense as we head into, as we switch sides. FaZe, they're on offense. They're able to get the 8-point, but the whole entire round, Mac, Lamar, they were constantly sitting top AC. Constantly filling out field, and FaZe just can never get close to this B point. Seattle Surge just do a good job spreading the map, playing corners, sound horn, holding lanes. Atlanta FaZe, they really struggled here on getting some ticks on B. You can see now with 8 seconds left, they have not even they don't even have 1 tick. They barely have it. Obviously, Seattle never depleted it. But Seattle, they hold on strong to that B point. They're up 2-0. And then we go into the offense, and this is where Seattle, once again, they get a clean break. I mean, we could just watch the break off here. First 15 seconds, one guy's going to dive field. Mac is going to dive onto that B point. And look how Seattle set this up. Going to have number 5, it's Sib. He's going to go on the outskirts. He's going to look over his teammates. FaZe, they just try running at the point. Almost looked like they were compromised here at this point. They just run at the point. They all die. And Seattle Surge were able to get the hardest point to get on LSCLO in the first 15 seconds. So fantastic plays coming out of Seattle. They looked really, really good today. Any final thoughts on the series, guys? Any thoughts at all?
Smoke show.
Seattle came to play.
Smoke show, man. Seattle came to play.
DoorDash challenge.
Whatever the fuck FaZe is doing the vetoes, we will never know unless they obviously were to say something. But Slasher's got to improve, and yeah, they got smoked. Bad. Ben,
you look a little sad. You okay? It happens. I like FaZe too. You know what I mean?
I'm a FaZe Ben in
hell. You know what I mean?
I'm fine,
bro. Atlanta FaZe got DoorDash.
Instigate, but it's all
FaZe
good.
got DoorDash challenged by their own challenge, bro. Like they got hit with their own challenge.
They got hit with their own challenge, bro. That's crazy. Yep. But hey, it happens. Seattle Surge, they looked really good today. Got to give them their props. Thought they just outplayed them today. They were just a step ahead. Seemed like they really wanted it today for sure. You can see how hyped they were at the end of this one. They were all screaming, yelling. The Atlanta FaZe boys, they just, they just got hit with a right hand. You know what I mean? So they're going to have to figure that one out, go back to the drawing board, and then we go, obviously, over to the scoreboard. Take a look at the scoreboard, see what's going on. 24-12 from Mr. AG.
LePred.
He's different, man. He's different.
That sucked me to be Dante here.
What?
What? You do what now?
He trick shot on the meat.
He's 720 to me. What?
Yeah,
8-18 for a 3-0
really
comfortable is crazy.
That is crazy. That is
comfortable.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for the matches today. I mean, Slay, any final thoughts? What happened to FaZe today, Slay? I mean, Seattle. I mean, you've been saying Seattle to blow it up, and they just DoorDash challenged Atlanta FaZe. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Bro.
I mean, Tom, we've talked about this, throughout the entirety of our careers. Like, online is crazy, Tom. Crazy things can happen online.
Online, Slay, online, eh?
Yeah, crazy things can happen. But look, I mean, they had one of those days. Pred had one of them series. That's why I got him in fantasy. And then, of course, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm a little worried for this FaZe team at the moment just because of Austin. I think, Ben, you mentioned he's a little sick. But, I mean,
What he got? Measles? He been sick for a month?
But listen, if we're being honest, like China might be calling soon. That's all I'm saying.
That's absurd.
They're not gonna make a roster change mid-season unless
they don't need a roster change, man.
It's the most ridiculous.
People
no
are
one
actually
said they needed a roster change.
No. People are saying that. That is an unironic conversation that has been happening. People genuinely think that they have to make a change when they've got what, first, third, and what, third was the other one?
Third, first, third.
Wait. I genuine. What if they shit it and get like 7-8 this event?
I just don't think that's a possibility.
Why would you?
That's fair. That's fair.
Then Ben shakes his head again.
Who were they gonna pick up?
No, I don't think that they should drop Slasher either. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Just asking.
Feeding into the Reddit history.
FaZe literally has been 3-2 since the dawn of fucking time online, and then they go to events and they get first, second, or third, and then and then the cycle just repeats. People overreact, say Austin's dog shit or Alec is dog shit, whoever, and then they go to an event and they get first, second, or third, and they come home, they go 3-2, and then it just repeats.
My question is, Sam, if you were offered, would you go to Atlanta FaZe to replace Slasher? Because Sam, you might do something. That might be a combo. You might be something.
Well, I mean, the only way that happens is if it's a trade. The only way that happens is if it's a straight up trade. And I don't think LAT is gonna pick up Slasher after what he said on stage.
They might, bro. He taught them everything they know. So.
Yeah, true. Yeah, very true. He did teach them everything they knew. I forgot about that, but
he ain't teach me shit lately. I don't know.
No way. But yo, we got Seattle Surge going up against LAG tomorrow. Minnesota Rocker going up against Thieves. We got New York Subliners going up against Boston. I mean, I'll kick things off after Seattle looked how they look today. I'm going to go 3-0 Seattle tomorrow. I'm going to go back-to-back 3-0s. I think Seattle's full-on momentum right now. Slayer, we'll go down the line. Who do you got?
I'm actually going to go with the upset here, Tom. I'm going to go Seattle 3-1.
That's the upset.
Upset they lose the map? Is that the upset they lost the one map?
Yeah, dude.
That's the upset.
They lose the one map.
Bang, who do you got, Benjay? Who do you got?
Oh, shit.
I'm going to say Seattle 3-0.
Alrighty, Chris.
Bro, Seattle are going to come out, cam off, meet out, word to enable, 3-0.
Alrighty.
Gotta agree, bro. I mean, you said it perfect, Chris, for sure.
Ian, you agree with him or what?
Yep. I mean, yep. 100% 3-0 smoke show. Meet out, cam off.
What you got, Sam?
I got no predictions, bro. You know, none.
No prediction. You don't want to be. You don't want to be a part of the juju, huh? You don't want to be a part of the juju.
Yeah, Seattle 3-0, bro.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Minnesota Rocker going up against LA Thieves. Sam, I'm actually gonna go with y'all. I'm gonna go 3-3. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1. I just think you guys are the better team. I think as long as you guys don't shit the sheet, you'll be all right. I got 3-1 LA Thieves. Slay, who do you got?
Thank you, man.
Yo,
man, Extra Fire's looking hella good.
Oh, I got Thieves 3-0 DoorDash challenge.
You got these 3-0 DoorDash challenge?
Yeah, DoorDash.
Okay, Ben, who do you got?
These teams have played a couple of times this season, and I can't recall a time the Rocker has won a map.
God damn.
I want to try and give Rocker a map, and it would only happen if Sam's team just blows.
Jesus Christ.
But I don't
that's
think
never happened, so it's a 3-0.
So it's gonna be a 3-0. I mean, it has happened, but I'm gonna pick.
We're hella good with numbers. 3-0.
Chris, who do you got? Chris, who do you got?
LA Thieves, what? Maybe 3-1. Maybe Rocker with their new look steal like a control or something. 3-1.
Alrighty, and then Ian, who do you got?
3-1 LAT, baby. Minnesota sucks.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, bro, I'm just kidding, bro. Nah, Minnesota deadass can't win without attached though. LAT 3-1.
You're an idiot.
Yo, Minnesota sucks.
And then we get
clip that with no context.
That's insane.
Clip the Octane saying that with no context.
Out of a table right there. Good shit, bro.
And then we got the New York Subliners going up against the Boston Breach. What do I do with this one?
See, this is the 50-50 one. This is the 50-50 one.
Yeah. Let me think here. I'm gonna go New York Subliners 3-2. I was gonna see New York Subliners closing this one out. We'll go 3-2 New York. Who do you got? Slay. Is that AG on LeBron's body?
No, that's LeBron on AG's body.
On AG's head. Dude. That's so good.
Who do you got, Pat?
I got New York winning and Boston making the call that they're subbing in Doug Sensor Martin.
Ooh. I would love to see that, Pat. I would love that more than anything.
I suck meat on stream.
Listen, bro, I would love to see Doug back in there, bro. For real.
Say what I said.
Ben, who do you have?
New York 3-1. The problem for Boston this series is fortress control is gone. They can't do the double fortress stack. If I'm New York, I'll play these guys in a hotel, which is a great map for me. The S&Ds favor me. I feel like New York can make good work in the series. But obviously, get P-Dog a new controller, man. This guy's playing on backups. He didn't get some new sticks. Yeah, apparently he's like all his controllers are broken or something like that.
Oh shit, get this guy a new controller, bro. This guy's a professional. This guy needs a minimum 3 spares. Chris, what do you think?
Bro. If I got New York, I always go with these guys, but I don't know. Boston's a pretty good team here for them to play against. I'm just gonna go New York again.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna say 3-2 last map.
Yo, Ian, who do you got, bro?
NYSL 3-2 as well.
Alrighty, and then Sam, are you participating?
Yeah, fuck it.
NYSL 3-0.
Nah, I'm gonna go 3-1 in New York.
Alrighty, 3-1 New York from Sam. Ben, why don't you do what you do, baby, and sync us out? Ian, listen, you guys are the guests.
I got the over. He hits this shit.
You got the over? You got the over on Benjay?
He got great sweats on. I'm seeing this shit.
Yeah.
I see me.
There he is, Benjay Nassim. He's got the stinky fucking slippers on.
Bro.
He's got the gray sweats. He's getting right into it. He's gonna line it up on the green.
He misses this
he's
shit,
gonna step in, get your channel point predictions before it's too late, and he's gonna sink the pot. Nice and easy. It's clinical,
baby.
It's clinical from Benjay Nassim. Clinical. GG, you heard it here first from Benjay. Everybody make some noise. Everybody show some love. It's an absolute pleasure.
Yo, Ben, I want you to know I had the over on you, baby. Good shit.
Hey, let's get it.
Yeah, Ben, a lot of people were supporting you today, Ben. But hey, man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Huge shout out to Enable and Octane for hopping on. You guys are real ones for sticking through with us through the show. I know, Slay, you've also been very busy with X Defiant and everything over there, so appreciate you making some time as well. And then, of course, shout out to Chris and Ben. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you guys. You guys are absolutely incredible. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Anchor.fm/theflank. Excuse me, to check out all the audio sites that we're on, and go follow at The Flank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running socials, and make sure to stay tuned for that website. I'll drop a domain for you guys very, very soon. Still working on it, but it's right around the corner. We're rounding third base, and we're bringing it home. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys next time on another episode of The Flank, man. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Fuck the nub.